Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel and welcome to another journey through the Realms of Alovar. I am your host Cole Wolfrun. These are my beautiful players for this evening for this mini campaign. This campaign will span anywhere from 5-7 sessions, somewhere around that mark. A group of adventurers on the Continent of Delkara trying to figure out what's going on with all these beasts from seemingly other realms invading out of nowhere. We will go around and introduce the players, and then we'll introduce characters as we begin. So, I'm going to go as I see them on my screen. Bex!
Hi. How much are we introducing?
Introduce yourself as a person and where people can find you before we get started.
Okay. Hi, I'm Bex. I am Feuwling on all social medias. I've got TikTok is my main one, but that may go away, so we'll see.
Let's not get into that.
Don't have time to unpack all of that.
And I guess just say what your character's race and class is before we get into anything.
Okay. My character is Waffle. She is a barbarian and she is a Varger, so it is like a canine coyote person.
Perfect. Ethan!
My name is Ethan. I'm going to be playing Rita, a human wizard. You can find me online at the Buff DM, Thousand Faces Cosplay, running games on Thousand Faces TTRPG, all those good places.
Awesome. And eventually he'll be running a game for us here in the Realms of Alovar down the line. And I hope you guys like T-Mat. All right.
Specifically or the viewer?
The viewer, yeah. Okay. Michelle.
Hi. Well, as you know, my name is Michelle. It's at Amy Michelle V, wherever usernames are found, which is mainly just Instagram and TikTok. I'm currently playing a tiefling rogue ranger named Sinclair.
Awesome. Say.
Hi, I'm Sae, and on social media I'm basically SaeLovely. It's all together. I'm on TikTok mainly, and a little bit on Instagram, but it's pure chaos there. I'll be playing Arasi. He's a human sorcerer.
Now, with that, we're going to set the scene here. It has been about 50 years since the defeat of the Flame Draconis Lord Arcos on another continent far away. Since then, the realms in general, the continents have seen relative peace as dragon activity has decreased substantially. However, about 6 months ago, on the Continent of Delkara, strange new creatures started appearing, ravaging villages, attacking military strongholds, and even attacking creatures of the realms, seeing griffins plummet from the sky as they are attacked by these shadowy bird-like creatures, even dragons being torn from their homes, dead kraken bodies found floating in the oceans. Nobody seems to be doing anything about this, except for maybe some people in the Republic of Torvara, which is where our adventurers are currently heading. They are on a boat simply called the Gilded Glory, as they are with Captain Ferrafel, a Harengon pirate rogue, they're on his ship and they're heading, and they're only a couple miles out from the coast of Hezareth. Well, not the coast, to dock on the Hezareth's docks, the capital city of Torvara. It is getting late at night, the sun is starting to set, and you guys can now finally see this massive city with its large tower in the center of it. As you are looking and seeing it, for some of you, cities are a common sight. For some of you, not so much. And as we come to this, Ferrafel, the captain, he just walks up and he pokes Sinclair, and he says, "Hey, thanks for fronting the fee for all these folks. I mean, I'm sure that they probably appreciate it.
Right.
So you said you wanted to go on the less seen docks, like the more, as you put it, backdoor docks. That's still the case."
would be preferable.
Okay, because, in order to
No
do...
problem.
Well, just keep your weapons handy if we do. People have talked about seeing weird things there, but I'm sure you guys will be fine. Fine. Your group looks a little... And he looks over at the two Vargr, one of which is tinkering with a little bottle, about to drop a little... It sizzles and nothing explodes, and he goes, "Whew, whew." That scares me.
Seen worse.
I don't doubt it. And for you, Sinclair, Farafel is a contact that you know through your former partner, we'll say that.
So lovely.
Any word from her? The last few years?
If I know.
You should know she wasn't very well liked in this city. So,
Well, I don't like her either.
oh, you'll have things in common. And then he just goes back to home. He just goes, "All right, folks, we've got about 20 minutes before we land, before we dock. Just be ready." And with that, could you describe what Sinclair looks like since we had her talk?
Yeah, so Sinclair is a lithe, tieflin individual. I can't talk today. Tieflin. With pale skin that not only reflects the light, but also the fact that she's probably not had a day of honest work in her life. She has similarly toned hair that's pulled back away from her person, and she's wearing a heavy quilted coat that she keeps kind of draped dramatically over an impractical red dress that is kind of adorned with black leather belts and corsetry.
Fancy Pants Mickey.
She's a bougie bitch.
With that, we'll go over to Waffle as your brother is making concoctions and then sighing with relief when they don't seemingly explode.
Shit. Easy.
Whew. All right. And corks it. He goes, "All right, there you go. Throw this. It'll either blow up or it could heal the person. I don't know. So just be... We'll have to test it a little, but there you go, sis.
As with all your creations, thank you.
You're never going to let me live that down, are you?
No, you caused me permanent brain damage, so no.
I helped you remember things. Kinda.
Sure. Okay, if you say so.
I mean, I'm trying, okay? See, and I'm working on and he holds up a bottle with like 7 different colors in it, and he's like, "I'm trying to make this thing that's gonna make y'all better. And maybe in the city, while you're off doing your killing things, I can work with people on fixing you."
I appreciate it. Thank you, Wiley.
You're no problem, Waffle. And for reference for those who know, they are coyotes. So there is Waffle and Wiley the Coyote. Because we're all about the memes here. Can you describe Waffle for everyone?
Yeah, so she is a coyote folk. She is dressed pretty lightly. She's got a kind of skirt that looks to be made of various different sorts of like hides, and then like a kind of leather vest up top that has various sorts of just random, it looks like random skins of creatures on top, and yep, very furry everywhere. Figures.
Wiley picks up another potion. Bursts in his face. "Oh, yep, that's why we test them." And he just tosses it into the ocean, and you just see in the water.
OSHA violations everywhere.
I didn't know it was gonna explode. That
Just gonna level a steely glare at him.
that one, the pretty one, doesn't like me very much. Why do some people not like explosions? They go boom and they're pretty.
That's not what we want when we're trying to be quiet.
Oh, are we? I didn't know that. Okay, I'll be really quiet. Pulls out another bottle to make more concoctions. Meanwhile, while this is happening, what is Rita doing?
Rita, who is a human, about 5'4". She has short-ish red hair shaved on her left side, and also on her left side, she has her eye on that side is slightly roomy, and she has a tattoo around that eye. She's dressed very light, especially considering sea spray and wind can be quite chilly. She has only a vest on, and she's very slight in her figure. But this whole time she's been chewing on an herb that she brought to help with seasickness. And when the city first came into view, even though she has never been to Hezareth before, she had been leaning over the side of the ship chewing, and she just tilts her head and looks that way, seeing the tall buildings come into view, and just gives a little chuckle as if she recognized it, and then just looks back towards the water being cut by the ship.
The water is very calm right now, to point out. It's a calm, chill night. You're to the point where Captain Fairfield had to use magic to propel the ship a little bit. And he, at that moment, Sinclair goes, "Oh, if you want stealthy," and he goes up to one of the edges of the boat and he runs his hands along the railing and runes glow. And then a little shimmer casts over the boat. He goes, "Well, it's going to be a lot harder for folks to see us now. So, they can still hear us." Looks at Wiley and just... he goes, "All right,
At least I'm getting my money's worth.
Well, I'm not the most expensive smuggler in the business, but I do good work." Yeah. And he just kind of goes back and starts going on with his men, who are also all herring gone. And a lot of them are like looking... They kind of seem to be keeping their distance from the two Vargur, the two coyote folk on the ship. They're like... In their culture, the Vargur tend to be more viewed as like a brutal race. They're very tribal, very... Put it to a more realistic term, kind of like... Very... I don't want to say like Viking, but very like ancient barbarian, like Germanic barbarian coded. We'll put it that way. And with all this, what is Arasi doing?
Well, Arase is in a corner trying to understand what is going on over there because people are speaking too fast for him. And a little bit overwhelmed. So new colors and new smells everywhere, and the perspective of being in a new city is something that is at the same time exciting but a little frightening at the same time. He is checking his backpack to make sure he has everything because he's got a little anxious when they put all the cloaking around the ship, so we're getting closer and closer. So, I'm a little bit anxious. Now he's looking through his things just to make sure he has everything.
All right, and what does Arasi look like?
Arasi is a small, very kind of malnourished-ish guy. He is quite young. He is olive-ish skinned, with dark hair and a scar on his left side. I wasn't sure. Left and right. And he is wearing robes that at first glance, at a distance, looks nice. But on a second look, it's clear that it has been very worn out. It doesn't fit him quite well. It belongs to someone else. You can see it was sealed over and over multiple times. There are some unmatching patches of fabric, indicating that he's not very wealthy. He's barely keeping things together.
Yes, Rita.
Rita, seeing the siblings having each other, seeing Sinclair discussing with the captain and all of that, and seeing how Arase is a little on edge, will simply push back from the railing and meander over that direction, and is fiddling with a pouch on her hip, and she pulls out a dried leaf and she passes it over to you.
I'll look at the leaf and take it and
If you chew it, it can help with nerves.
thanks. I will do it. Thank you. That's quite nice of you. And he will put it on his mouth and will be chewing it.
All right. So as you guys are kind of doing it, and Wiley, after he just goes, "Did I have to put my booms away, Waffle?"
Yes. We're coming into port. You need to be quiet. Talked about this.
I don't want to. And Waffle, Wiley, for reference, is a lot smaller build-wise than Waffle. He's very skinny, very small guy, very large pointed, straight out ears. Kind of looks like his fur has been singed off. He's wearing a little traveler's vest and just pants and boots, and it looks like his fur has been singed off in multiple places and had to regrow from his constant explosions. And
Just a little guy.
just a little guy. And to describe Farafel, since we popped him up, he is, with his ears included, 6 feet tall. Without his ears, 5 foot tall. And he is sitting in with his herringon ears sticking straight up. He wearing very much just sailor attire, and with the exception of a very fancy looking scimitar at his hip that doesn't quite match the rest of his regalia. And if those of you who have more keen eyes notice, he has several knives hidden in different parts of his attire. And as you guys start to pull closer to port, Wiley puts corks and everything, and then Farafel goes like, "Alright, we're coming up. We're going to have to be very, very quiet as we pass by the main port. So, just shh." And him and his men very quietly just... You see Wiley, being told to be quiet, and his urges are fighting him. He's like... But you guys pass through the main docks, and you pull into a much smaller dock. Pretty far away. Looks like it's almost basically been abandoned by the city guard and the city watch. A little bit out from the city. And there are lanterns lit, and these lanterns are glowing with green fire. And he just goes, "Oh, well, looks like we're not the first ones to get here today. Oh, wonderful. All right." Walks up to Sinclair and hands her a piece of paper and says, You and your friends will want to head to Griffin's Rest Tavern and meet with my brother Giuseppe, and he'll put you in contact with people who can get you guys some work with these beasts."
Well, it's a pleasure.
Of
Take out there.
fair warning, my brother is a lot. So, don't be surprised. He talks more than you and that coyote guy over there combined, so have fun. And then he pulls the ship into port and just goes, "Alright, seems to be safe. You guys can head off. City's only about a 10 minute walk, or I wouldn't say, a 2-mile walk. If you walk quickly, you can get there pretty quick from the port."
What was the name of the tavern again?
Griffin's Rest. It's an inn and tavern.
You said we'd been on the ship for 2 to 3 weeks?
Yep.
Okay. So had sea legs. Land is going to be hard. Got it.
Yeah. And so I imagine most of you not spend much time on boats in general. So you guys all, as you get off, you kind of feel that little gut wrench at first of for being on level land for the first time in a while. Legs a little shaky. Not gonna make anyone make any con saves for right now, but definitely a moment of you all just like needing to catch your breath. And Rita and Odyssey, if you guys could both give me perception checks real quick.
Yeah.
For those flames.
9.
9.
And I'm trying to do this on the D&D Beyond.
Okay. Let me pull up the campaign so I can see what you do if you do that.
Perception.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how to do this on D&D Beyond.
On D&D Beyond, all you need to do is click the box next to perception where it says whatever your plus is. If you just click that, it should roll automatically for you.
Yeah.
Stream
That's
not sponsored by
weird.
D&D Beyond.
Stream not sponsored. Definitely not. Yet.
But it's very useful.
But if D&D Beyond would like to sponsor me to talk about how cool they are.
I'll do that for Foundry every day of the week.
Foundry. Oh, yeah.
I love Foundry. Oh my god. Heck yeah.
I use lots of things I'm not sponsored by. But if any of the things I talk about that I use would like to sponsor me.
Literally 100% of the things I use, I'm not sponsored.
Yeah.
Ain't that a mood?
If you would like, say, just for convenience sake, if you would like to roll with
Yeah.
physical dice, that's totally fine. As long as you don't. I'm going to trust you guys as long as I don't hear, oh, nat 20. Oh, another nat 20. I'm going to be like,
That would be weird.
That's exactly the reason why
But
my
the thing
groups now has
is,
to roll
I
online.
cannot even find my perception here.
yeah, I've had it
Passive.
I've had it happen to me before too. It's like, and there are some groups that I don't allow to roll their real dice when we're on recording or like when we're virtual because of 2 players.
I appreciate your trust.
We'll see how long it lasts.
Say, do you need help? Did you say you need
I
help
need-
finding where the perception is?
Yes, I
Sure.
need help.
Hold on one sec.
So if
For
you
right now,
yeah.
if it's okay with you, Cole,
Yeah?
with your permission, I can just pull up the
To- if-
character sheet.
Yeah, I can pull it up too, but if you would like to help,
would be
if you would like to help her out,
Your perception is
Yeah.
+5.
yeah.
Yes.
So if you're looking on the computer, there's this in the middle where it says like it starts with acrobatics and goes down. Perception should be somewhere in that little block in your skill checks.
Okay. Oh, I
Yeah.
see.
Yeah, it's all laid out. And for,
Yeah, it is here.
yeah. I know it's your first time using D&D Beyond, so no worries. If you and
Yeah.
I know you have your other character sheet too,
Yeah.
but for right now,
Was
is +5.
16 plus 7.
Oh, okay.
Somehow my perception plus 7 was 23.
Is it +7?
It is showing plus 7. I didn't change a thing here.
It's showing +5 for me. Either way, you pass.
Yeah.
Either way,
Well, I was
so you
trying to
notice
get
a
my
flicker.
tablet.
You notice a flicker of green. The green flames. You see a little bit of a shimmer to it, and so, and it fades for a second, and you see something move in the water, and then it pops back.
Okay.
I
will
don't like it.
get startled for a minute and oh, there's something there. Guys, try to be like very quiet. I just saw something moving in the water. I'm not sure what it is, but I'm not happy about it.
I mean, how big was it?
I was over there and I pointed in the general direction
So
where it was.
when he points in that direction, you don't see anything. The water looks calm. But now, if anyone would like to give me... now that it's been pointed out to you, Rita, you notice something odd about the flame. If you would like to give me an Arcana check.
Nat 1 for 10.
Hey,
It's definitely magic of some kind, but you don't know what kind.
is that your first roll?
Second.
Second.
Oh dear.
We're off to a good start.
So, Odyssey, if you would like to make an Arcana check now as well.
If someone would like to
Now I
succeed.
know how to
If,
do
so-
it.
if someone would like to succeed on their check.
Arcana.
When the wizard starts off with a 1 on their Arcana check, you know the session's going to be
Still a
crit.
10.
Sounds
It's still a 10!
Oh. It was a 20 plus 7.
Oh, so nat 1 and a nat 20 to start. Okay.
Yeah.
So the sorcerer.
Awesome way to
Are sorcerers rolling better? That's the sword.
Okay, okay.
That's the sword. The
Don't
sorcerer.
make me silvery barbs my own sorcerer.
Listen, there's a beef in my home because my girlfriend, the only caster class that I love is sorcerer, and my girlfriend is a wizard main, so we constantly are like butting heads. So it's just
Your girlfriend's right.
Listen, wizards may technically be better on paper, but but I can do cooler things with my spells. I can quicken spell.
Versatile.
As a bard main, I'm staying out of this.
Bards, that's a whole different thing. That's a whole different rivalry. But anyway, so with that 27, you know that these flames are... You can kind of see them giving off a light, and this light is a form of illusion magic. So there's an illusion being cast from each of these. Let me pull up so I can show.
Just there's everyone on the dock. It's everyone.
Let me actually... yeah, so there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 of these. All of them giving off a nice, fun little illusion spell.
Okay. So, what could it be? Guys, it is something that maybe they're trying to hide something there. Looks like they're trying to hide something there, or maybe cast a shadow-like thing to make something seems as they are not entirely. If that makes sense to you.
So we need to be real quiet, is what you're saying?
Yeah. And
Wiley goes, "What are y'all talking about?"
Shut the fuck up.
He doesn't say that loud. He just
Firmly
walks.
focused on the water.
He walks up. He's like, "What are y'all talking about?"
How much we need you to shut the fuck up?
I'm not good at that.
yeah,
Well, maybe we'll need to amend that real quick, like.
yeah. If there's some kind of illusion-ish thingy, maybe someone already know we are here.
Well, maybe we shouldn't go in the front door then. Is there like another way to like I feel like we're just headed to the dock. I don't want to like hop in the water and swim around.
That would be
So y'all are already.
horrible.
So, if you guys want to pull up the Roll20, you can actually see the map y'all are on, and I'll
Oh,
transfer
great.
over on Streamlabs as well.
So it's the lights all along the dock?
Yeah. Oh, it's more like on the concrete area, and they're giving off a light that is so vast that you guys can see it from where you currently are.
So it's not like they're lining the dock.
No.
It's just like on.
They're kind of all over the
lane.
place.
Love that. Is the dock?
I will put you guys on the map currently. I should have done this a minute ago, but here we go. The dock is somewhat dark, yeah, but the light is going out enough that you guys can see. You don't need dark vision right now.
Thankfully.
I have great dark vision, yo.
I don't have dark vision.
Moist.
Token layer. Alright, let's get... There's Rita.
I really don't have
Okay.
dark vision.
Oh, that's a nice map.
Humans? Are you human?
I am.
Both of our magic casters humans?
Yeah.
Okay, something's going on
That's
with
because they're the OP race, baby.
They kind of are.
Always have been.
I don't think I've ever played a human in D&D. I played like a human in Shadowrun, but that is way different.
Yeah. That's my second human in all history.
Okay, let me refresh the page
Of all
real quick.
time.
Of
The
all
second human
time!
ever.
Yes! I mean, a character must have flaws sometimes, so I decided that this one will not have dark vision. And will be
Apparently I don't
So-
either.
Yeah, Varger...
I thought that I would.
Nope, because I gave them a lot of other OP things.
Am I the only one with dark vision yet?
Kinda. I mean, the character is OP, but the player is
There
not
we
OP
go.
at all.
Wait. Why?
I don't
Why is it not
play
letting me
rogues
put
enough
tokens?
to know
Oh,
if
no.
I made a good rogue, so we'll find out.
Roll20, why are you doing this to me? It's not letting me put tokens.
Doing today, like finding out
I tried
as we go.
something new. We'll see if I
See if
die
it's
really fast because of it.
It's not letting me put tokens on the
Yeah.
map. That's not good.
Uh-oh.
Let's go in.
Really?
Okay. Yeah. Hold on. Let me try reloading. But for now, we'll have the map up. You guys, I'll have you guys know where you are, so in case you guys can see the Roll20 yourselves. Hey,
Nice.
of course. Why would it? It would not be a Cold Wolf Run D&D campaign without a technical issue at the very start.
Yeah. Well, my first technical issue was with my brain.
So, as you guys are on the dock currently, and you guys can see, and people are drawing things, so I can see that now.
Oh, I'm so sorry. I thought it was just for me.
No.
How do I erase it? Erase it. No. Ugh.
Okay. For some reason, Roll20 is not letting me put tokens on, which it always. That's so weird.
I made it worse.
Oh no, how do you erase?
Exactly. I was trying to erase it and I made it
Select
worse.
it all
Oh my god.
and then delete it.
Gods. Why do you hate me right now?
Because what do you do
Oh,
when
that's
Roll20's having
really
problems?
nice.
You just draw pictures.
Cut this part
Yeah.
out.
Yeah, we'll be cutting this part out of the VOD, but I'm trying.
Yeah.
If we have to theater of the
So-
mind this, I will. But
Oh man, Cole, that map loaded so fast. This is for when you cut to here.
yeah.
Yeah, that's great. Well thought.
That's what I'm here for.
So, while I'm trying to figure this out, you guys are on the dock, and you guys can actually. There is a gap in the light, and you see something poke out of the water for a second and go back under. Looked a little slimy, slippery. So,
Everybody can see this now. I'm not going crazy. I promised you. I'm not seeing things.
Nope, I definitely saw that too.
Yeah, thankfully.
Rita
Dude, it
as
looks like a tentacle.
go ahead.
yeah, kinda, a little bit, yeah.
Something slimy.
Something slimy.
It was definitely something slimy and slippery. If actually, for the second it popped up, if anyone would like to give me a let's go perception check.
Perception.
Or if y'all are, or if someone else, if your character would want to do that, that is up to you.
I'm definitely looking. I'm
It's a
nosy
dirty
bitch.
20.
Ooh,
A dirty
hey,
20.
Yo! That was an 18 on the die, plus 6. Math. Is that 24?
24. Okay, so you actually saw when this thing popped up, it was a slimy tentacle, and there was a large eyeball at the top of it, and it
What?
back under the water really quick.
Oh,
In this hentai.
so weird.
Yeah, so much fun. Fun times ahead of us. And you guys have the choice. You guys can just try to move along the dock if you really want to. Whatever works best for you guys, you know. Try to get to the city as fast as possible, you know. All those things.
So do we want to just try and mosey on along, or do we want to try and dispose of the slimy motherfucker in the water?
Yeah. Whatever weird creature of nature is here, I don't think it's quite friendly. And I don't really think we can take it out.
Well, here's the second question. Do you want to fight it while we're on the boat, or do you want to fight it while we're on the dock?
Yeah. I mean, you have a point.
Yeah, so theater of the mind it is, but you know what? Sometimes that's more fun anyway. So you guys are on the dock, and Ethan's like, "Are you sure?" Well, when you have technical issues, what can you do?
Wherever she wants to
So
That's what she does.
we'll have this. You move, and you get onto near one of. There's a house kind of near on the docks. You get really close to that, and you teleport over there. And as you notice, like, tentacles start coming out around the docks and on the lands. Massive tentacles. Like, what looked like small tentacles first, now they're like 40, 50 feet tall. And in the middle, out in the middle of the water, there is a massive eye stalk rising. That as it gets thicker and thicker as it gets to the top, this thing's about 15 feet wide on its own, and the eyeball itself is bigger than any of you.
No.
And the lights all at once go out. But it's
Love that.
the water. Now you know the creature is bioluminescent, and it is glowing, giving off dim light.
Whoa.
So,
Not for us,
if
but cool in general.
everyone could roll initiative for me.
I just. Whew. Is it hot in here? Is that the Holy Spirit burning inside me?
18 plus 2. Oh, it's a dirty 20!
Hey yo.
Woo! I will go around and ask here in a moment. Rita, Arasi, Sinclair. I love writing the name Waffle into my initiative tracker.
Oh, it's so cute!
I specialize in characters with dumb names.
Oh.
You want to, the last
Gotta have a
character.
specialty.
The last character she played in one of my campaigns was a dwarven Echo Knight fighter named Bob,
I heard about that.
What? So,
who was owned a bakery, made cream-filled swords.
now that's
That totally didn't become innuendos throughout the entire
Not
campaign.
at all.
It's really nice.
On the stream that I was
No.
supposed to be good.
I didn't even. Just shoot.
All right. So, Rita, your initiative.
19.
19. Arasi.
20.
Sinclair.
17.
Waffle.
11.
All right. And for reference for all of you, there are 6 tentacles and the eye stalk,
Oh dear.
each with their own initiative. Well, for sake of brevity, the tentacles are all going to go on the same round, and the eye stalk will have its own initiative. And for the corrupted,
Chaos.
for the tentacles, they have a 16, and the corrupted eye of wrath has a 21.
Oh dear.
Uh-huh.
Oh,
I'm in
dear.
danger.
I'm in danger.
Oh no, not 585 HP. No, get tracker.
I was like, what level are we at?
Level 12. You can take a lot of things, but. All right. So first, the corrupted eye stalk is going to look around, and using its eye, it's going to look at. It's going to look directly at Sinclair, who just used soul knife to cross, and a beam of light is going to shoot from it, a red light. And I need you to give me a charisma saving throw.
Did I dump charisma? No. Thank God.
I think you dumped strength, didn't you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I dumped strength. So that is a 15 on the die plus 5 for a dirty 20.
Okay, so you save and you are not charmed by the eye stalk. You will still, and you will
Yay!
take half of the 8d6 necrotic damage.
Evasion doesn't do anything for that, right?
It does actually, so you will
no,
take.
That's dex.
Yeah, that's a dex save. If it was a dex saving throw, it would.
Yeah.
There's
We're-
uncanny dodge.
Do you have uncanny
I
dodge?
do have uncanny dodge.
Then
Yes,
you will
I
take.
do.
Then you will take less than half damage. You will take a quarter
This is my first time
damage.
playing a rogue. Thanks.
Very nasty at avoiding damage.
11, 14,
Okay.
15. So you take a quarter of 15, 19, 20. A quarter of 24, so instead of 24, you take 6 damage.
She just hops around in her little mini skirt.
Just like, ah! And you get hit in, like, the ankle. As you hop around, you do the little ankle kick, and it just hits you, and you're like, oh, dang it. Then the eye stalk is going to turn, and for its second beam...
Broken nail.
Oh no.
Ooh, that's fun. Rita, it looks at you, and you hear well, not here. You feel something calling to you. Can I get a wisdom save?
Oh no.
Oh, no.
21.
You pass,
Sirens.
and take no damage, and you cannot be compulsed for the next 24 hours by it from this action.
Just for narrative purposes, I would like to say as one of these did you say it was an eye stalk that was looking
Yeah,
that way?
the eye stalk, like this massive eye that is bigger than you.
As the whatever force from the eye was trying to worm its way inside Rita's mind, her roomy eye pulses for a second. I already have things in my mind. No more room.
It's gonna use then it's gonna use its movement to under the water, and that's its turn. So now it is Odyssey,
Okay.
and there are 6 tentacles that are all very close to all of
Thank
you
you.
on the land. They're worming their way onto the land,
I am.
and you're on the dock right now, Odyssey. So there are 3 like
Yes.
within 5 feet of you,
3.
including the one that has Wiley's hand, which I'm sure that's the one Waffle is going to be smacking.
Exactly. I will try some magic missile so I can try to hit them at the same time.
Oh, gotta love Magic Missile, don't you?
Yeah, kinda ish, a little bit.
Alright, so they all automatically hit. So what level do you cast and how many beams do you have? It's 3 at first level, so what level are you casting at?
I am doing them at first level.
Okay, so you're just gonna hit the 3
Yeah.
close by to you then?
The 3. Yes.
Okay.
Exactly. I'm trying to roll them. It was a 3.
3? Okay, so they each take...
Yeah.
Do you want to roll each of them individually? Because that's how I like to do Magic Missile for my players.
Oh.
You can roll individually, so...
That's nice. Okay.
Yeah, it's more fun that way.
Another.
More
No, it's a
dice.
4.
Okay.
And another 4.
Okay, and I have to do a strength saving throw for that.
Yeah.
He's still holding on to Wiley.
Oh.
You're
Okay.
my brother.
Oh no!
Oh, that's why. Apparently, Roll20 had an update. You have to move your art and tokens into the character tab, so I'll have to do that later.
Okay.
So it's a fun little... They made an update and made it more difficult for everyone. Of course they
Why
did.
did I keep doing this?
88. I had psychic whispers this whole time, and we could have just been talking telepathically.
Okay, Odyssey, is that your turn, or do you have anything else you would like to do?
We have no potions at the moment. We were going to buy once we were at the town,
Mhm.
right?
You'll have opportunities after this.
It's not a potion,
Eventually.
it may explode.
Yeah. But
I
I
thought he
will
lost
try.
his whole backpack of horrors.
Would it be possible to do a minor illusion to try to bring their attention to another area?
That is a bonus action spell, correct?
Yes.
Then yes. Remember, the way I do spells, you can cast 2 leveled spells in a turn as long as one is an action and one is a bonus action. Which means for sorcerers with Quicken Spell...
Yeah. That will be kind of a long learning curve.
Yes. Well,
But that's what I will be doing.
that's what I'm here
in
for, is
another
I'm here to
area.
help.
That's kind of further away from us, trying to take their attention to another area.
Okay, I will roll for that. Okay. And with that being your turn, now it is Rita.
All right, I have a question, and I understand if you can't answer this. These tentacles and the eye stalks you said went back in the water, but the tentacles are still out of the water.
Yes.
They each have their own initiative, but they're all still part of the same creature, right?
Give me a nature check.
Can do'sville, baby doll. I don't know.
Hard.
It's a 7.
7.
Oh.
As far as you're concerned, these are all different creatures. Well, we'll just say you're unsure. You can take that risk if you would like to. It is entirely up to you.
Well, you gotta learn somehow. All right.
Gonna learn today.
I'll learn them. Ritta's roomy left eye begins to glow a faint white as there is this energy that coalesces around it, and then like a beam pierces towards one of the tentacles, casting Rolitham's psychic lance.
Ooh.
So I need an intelligence saving throw from the tentacle.
Oh, from the tentacle, yep. That is a natural 1 automatic fail.
Let's
So,
go.
in addition to the psychic damage that's coming, assuming it's not immune to it, it's incapacitated until the start of my next turn.
Okay.
Whether that's the tentacle or the whole creature, I guess we'll find out.
So did you want to aim that at one of the ones on the dock, or one of the other 3 that are like on the like the houses?
Whatever it... Ooh, houses. So houses means civilians aiming that.
Yeah. Okay. So you'll hit. Well, you want to? We'll say you just go for the closest one to you at that point. That's kind of worming its way into a house, trying to. And you obviously you hit. You got to save. So roll damage since you failed to save.
25 psychic damage as
Ooh!
Rita lets out
lot
a
of damage.
high-pitched scream that all of you around can tell this is causing her immense pain.
It flops and freezes, but the rest of them keep moving.
And just points at that one. That one's weakened! Get it! Great.
All right. Is that your move, Rita?
Rita is going to try to move back away from any of the tentacles
That's smart.
at this exact moment. And
Okay.
how close is that incapacitated tentacle?
That's about 20 feet from you.
In that case, why not? I'll use my bonus action to telepathic shove it away from the house.
Okay. Since it's incapacitated, automatic works, and it goes.
So it just blasts it back 5 feet. It's
It just-
not huge, but it's just moving the other way.
blasted away from the front door of the house.
That is my move.
Okay. Next, Sinclair.
How many? Where are the tentacles nearby?
So you are on the land, like where the houses are. There's the one that he just shoved away. That's about 25 feet from you now. And then there are the 2 that are coming right up to you that are 10 and 15 feet away from you. And they are going directly for you.
I don't like it. Cool. Can I feel like her first instinct will be that she wants to find somewhere to like. She doesn't fight out in the open, folks. So she's looking for somewhere that she can duck behind, using her. What is it? Forgot the word for it, but she gets like a bonus action hide.
Yeah.
Um,
Being a rogue, she
Cunning
gets
action,
cunning
yeah.
action hide. Yeah.
Yeah, that one. So she's gonna look for somewhere to hide before she starts.
Okay.
whipping Things at people.
The closest one to you will get an opportunity attack, as it is its range is 10 feet. So that that is a nat 20 to hit, which I'm guessing I know what's about to happen there.
Yeah,
silvery
bar.
Silvery barbs. Okay, that turns from a nat 20 to an 18 to hit.
That definitely hits.
Okay, better than a crit though.
Crit.
Better, yeah, definitely better. So let's get that 3d6 poison damage off.
Gross.
So that is 6, 7, 8, 9,
I
10, 11,
don't
12,
like
13.
it.
That is 13 poison damage. As this tentacle wraps around your ankle for a moment, and you feel like sizzling, and like you feel the suction cups of the tentacle.
My new boots.
You feel the suction cup from the tentacle injecting something into your leg.
These were designer.
I am dad duty real quick, opening a thing for my daughter to drink / eat.
Is that a spell?
So it wraps around and it just injects. You could feel something get injected into your leg. And that okay. Still your turn. So you move behind in the like alley between two of the houses.
I'm gonna flip behind something. Yeah, just be like, yeah, nope.
Cunning action, hide. Okay, roll me stealth check.
Whee!
Quick question for what it's worth.
Yeah.
Sinclair just went. It is Sinclair's turn, right?
Yeah.
So that means Sinclair got their reaction back and could use evasion on that damage again.
I can use it
right?
again.
Could, yeah.
If I was just thinking out loud.
If you want to use it on the
No,
13 damage or save it for, something else, up to you.
I might save it just in case I get fucking eye-beamed again.
Yeah.
It's not a good luck. It's bad luck. The worst kind of luck. Yeah, so she's gonna go dip behind a thing, and then am I now close and hiding to the one that got
Yep.
absolutely...
The one that is now a limp noodle, yes.
Yeah, I would like to sneak attack the limp noodle.
Go for it. Roll me to hit.
Yeah.
Well, you auto hit, but roll anyway to see if you crit.
We shall see. I did not.
It's too bad it's not paralyzed. That's an auto crit. Weirdly incapacitated, it's not an auto crit, but paralyzed is. Makes no sense, but...
Shrug. So... Rolling sneak attack damage. Do I roll just regular damage and then... what do I add?
It should say on your character sheet how many dice you add. I believe this should be at least 5d6 with how many levels in Rogue you have.
9.
96, yeah. So
Where is my sneak attack?
let me
There's
find.
too many things on this thing. There it goes. Alright,
Yeah.
cool. I will just roll sneak attack damage.
Cool.
'Twas only 5d6.
Yeah.
So that's 13 sneak attack damage. Do I add that on top of the regular damage
Yeah.
for the blade? Okay. So I'm going to use one of my psychic blades. They're gold, friends. These
Ooh,
little shimmery
gold
magic
psychic
just
blades.
So they're like a gold shimmering magic. As you see her kind of cartwheel into the darkness of the alley. Or don't. She's very sneaky. You do see a little gold knife of magic just go shoot into the limp noodle. So in addition to that other damage, it takes a whopping 5 psychic damage.
And how much was the total?
Oh gosh, you're gonna make me go into my history, aren't you? No. So 13 plus 5, so 18.
So as you throw your into it, you see it just shrivel and die. And then you see it just kind of wither away and turn to dust.
Okay. Hate that. I hated everything about that.
Other than it dying, probably.
Well, yeah.
Alright. Is that your turn?
Yeah, it was action, bonus action.
I will say the dust it leaves behind, underneath, there is what looks like a corrosive slime.
Cute. So I do have my movement left. From where I'm at in this alleyway, what's around me?
There's a house on your right, a smaller house on your left. There's the 2 tentacles around the corner that are about 20 feet away from you now. And then straight across from you, there is the docks where there are the 3 tentacles fighting RSE, Wiley, everyone else basically. And those are about 30 feet away from you.
Can the I don't even know if these tentacles have eyes. Can they see me from where I am?
The tentacles don't have eyes, and with that, you have no idea. If they have a line of sight, they could, but you rolled a stealth check, so... Okay.
We'll see.
We'll see you next turn. That's your turn?
Yeah. Wait, did I even roll that stealth check?
You did.
Okay, I can't remember. I'm
Okay.
good. Next
So
time.
now it is the tentacles' turns. The other 5 of them. 2 of them are going to worm, and they're going to go right past you, Sinclair. Neither of them notice you. And they're going to go up to the closest one to them, which is Rita.
Sorry,
And
Rita.
they're going to try to slap Rita. First one, that's a 4 on the die. That doesn't hit. That's an 11.
You don't know that.
That's an 11.
Okay, it doesn't.
I forgot you're a wizard.
Yeah, don't be so unsure of yourself.
Second one, I think that might hit. That is a 19 total.
Total, yeah, not even worth using a shield right now. Yep,
Yeah.
that hits.
Okay, so that is going to be at 3d6 poison damage. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 plus 4. That is going to be 13, again, poison damage. This one slaps right on your chest, and you feel going into your body some type of venom. And then the other 3, one is got its... the one that's wrapped around Wiley, we're going to go last. The other 2, one is going to go for Waffle. That is a nat 1. It misses and slaps its friend. But since they're immune to poison damage. The next one is going to go for Odyssey. Ooh, and that is an 18 on the die for a total of 25 to hit. So that definitely hits, I think, the sorcerer's AC.
Yeah.
6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11,
We
plus
die.
4.
I'm making a forge cleric just so I can have stupid AC.
That is, I have a Force Cleric in one of my home games who has 25 armor class.
Stupid. It's so
I had
stupid.
that. I had a guy have that.
And then he's like, and then he got surprised one session. He's like, oh man, I got hit more this session. I'm like, yeah, because you were fighting a dragon with a breath weapon. So that is going to be 15 poison damage. And then the last tentacle is going to, you're going to see it pull and try to pull Wiley into the, so contested athletics with the wizard artificer multiclass and the,
Oh, he's doomed.
He's doomed.
he got a nat 20 on his strength check. Auto success. Well, let's see if the tentacle did not get a nat 20, so Wiley wins. He just holds it, he just looks and goes, Waffy!
I'm coming, baby.
How is that even cuter than Waffle? What the fuck?
That's the tentacle's turns, and now it is Waffle's turn.
I need to know if
The barbarian going last in initiative is like the worst thing that can happen.
Or best.
Or best,
Advantage on
depending.
initiative too. I just rolled like shit.
Some things don't change, do they, Vex?
No. All right, so seeing my last remaining relative being pulled under, I'm gonna try to go for that tentacle.
Okay.
I will do a yip yip howl as I enter a rage.
Okay. You are very grumpy.
I'm very grumpy right now.
Angie, the most angry.
And we're gonna do some swings with the giant great axe that looks like it's made of like bone with this tentacle.
I
Okay.
feel like there's a joke here. I'm just way too tired to make it.
Dog with a bone.
Probably.
Awesome.
Yeah, dog with a bone.
Probably. I just don't have the amount of vocabulary necessary to make a joke.
I feel like Ethan just made a joke in his head.
That's usual.
One thing I've learned DMing for Ethan is he always has a joke lined up in his head.
I worked at Ren Fair for 10 years. Leave me alone.
I'm just wondering if they'll share with the class.
We'll see. We'll see. I mean, I feel like the dog and the bone jokes already made themselves, so.
Yeah.
All right, what do you got to hit there, Waffle?
23.
Yeah, that hits. Imagine first encounter just on random tentacle. Yeah, 23 doesn't hit. Just,
So this
I would
plus a
hate that.
rage gives me an additional +3.
Gotta love barbarians, man.
So 16 damage on the first hit.
Gotta love barbarians. Okay,
I didn't
Is
even
it
roll that dice.
saving
Still-
throw.
Still alive.
Fuck, it got a 19 and it's still holding on.
I'm gonna hit it again. I get to do
Go.
this twice. Yeah, it's not as good, but that's okay. 19.
That hits.
And 17 damage for the second hit.
Believe it or not, you just cut it in half. Same thing, it shrivels up and disappears. You did exactly its HP. So for those of you who want to know.
So 20.
30.
Or 30. 30 is the magic number.
Well, 34. So 33, sorry.
Okay. And then I will prepare to, like, grab him if he's, like, falling.
He's like,
I know
ah!
I can't do that right now.
And at the end of your turn?
Yep, that's all I can do.
At the end of his... so now it's Wiley's turn. He's going to be like, you stupid sons of bitches! He's going to pull out he pulls out 3 sticks in his hand, lights them, and throws them at where the eye stalk was. And it lands in the water.
Oh, goddamn.
Does TNT work in water?
Magical ones do. I didn't say it was TNT. It just looks like TNT because of the Wile E. Coyote jokes, but it's not actually. It's a magic explosive, and now I got to roll the damage.
It's D&D TNT.
Yeah.
TNT.
Okay, so let's roll that 7d8 fire or force damage. That was 3 8s there. 8, 16, 24. And then that's 3 1s.
Force damage?
27. And then last 2. 1. 5. So 6.
Wiley can stay, I guess.
27 plus 6. That's 32 force damage.
Fuck.
And you hear the thing you hear a roar happen after that. Wiley goes, maybe I shouldn't have did that. As the eye stalk rises, and you see the big body of the eye stalk continue to rise, and then a kraken's head rises out, and you see this kraken is corrupted and taken over, and it looks similar to some of the beasts you guys have been seeing, and 6 more eye stalks are sprouting from the head with one center one. This is a kraken that has been taken over by some other creature. It doesn't have the same... I will say forever, it doesn't have the same hit points as a kraken, but it is magical eye stalks sprouting out for it, and it's now those eye stalks' turns. After Wiley uses his move to son of a bitch! And he runs into the alley and trips over Sinclair.
Damn it. I'm just so sneaky. Can't see.
But now this corrupted... actually, as we'll call it, as you guys will know to know these creatures, this blighted kraken rises up. The 7 eye stalks look around. It doesn't get one for each, but now on its turn, all of them are going to turn their gaze on where Wiley is. Oh, not where he was, where he was, on the dock. And they're going to 6 of them are going to start charging something at Waffle and RSC's location as the main eye stalk looks and he points at Rita and does just one of its beams. This one is just a to hit. There's no saving throw for this one. 15 to hit?
I've already used my bonus action, or my reaction since my turn, so I can't shield, so that hits.
Okay. That is going to be... This one's just 66 force damage.
Just 60.
13. 14, 15, 16. 17, 18, 19. 20 force damage. It hits you just square in the chest.
She just goes head over heels backwards, just rolls into a wall.
Oh, God.
And then the main eye stalk starts pointing directly at RSC. As all of the other eye stalks at RSC, you hear in your head, you just hear like a droning voice sing. And it just basically says like, Child of the Dawn.
Is there some kind of arcana thing that I could use to resist this?
It doesn't do anything to you, you just hear a voice.
I just hear a voice.
Calling you Child of the Dawn.
Yeah, that's quite unsettling. And I will look over the sides and.
But you notice all
Are you guys hearing this as well?
Yeah, did we hear this?
Nope.
Yeah.
None of you hear anything else. None of you hear anything. All 7 eye stalks are looking directly at Arasi.
Oh no!
And that's its turn, as 6 of them are charging something. So, have fun, guys. Now it's Arasi's turn.
Yeah.
Hang in there, Russ.
That's going to be awesome.
Having a great time.
Please correct me if I am wrong. But could I cast a fireball, but as a ice spell?
I think you have if you have the sorcery point that allows you to do that, you can. Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. If you want to channel some sorcery points to do that,
Yes.
depending on what level you cast fireball, you will have to channel that many sorcery points of that. I believe that's how that works for that specific sorcery point.
Yeah. Would it be possible to look right at the center and aim at that? And
Let me
it
make
will
sure real
be
quick.
A third level.
Yeah, you... Oh, actually, you do not have that sorcery point, it's looking like.
Yeah.
You do not have that type of sorcery point. You have Empowered Spell, Quicken Spell, and Careful Spell. That's something I think you can take at a later level. So it would be a fireball.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
so it's still fire damage, but...
It's still fire that much.
We're having calamari tonight, folks.
Yeah.
Okay, so they have to...
But I will do it as a careful.
Okay, well, there's none...
Because there are people around it.
Yeah, Waffle is right there. So,
Yeah.
Careful
I
Spell.
was right there.
Careful.
So,
Yeah.
Waffle, you automatically pass the saving throw.
Don't want to kill my friends today.
So,
So
oh, it's a pupper!
Let's do this. It's the third level, okay?
Okay, so let me do a dex save for this thing. Natural 1, auto fail.
Oh dear lord. It was 25.
25 fire damage? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. It reels and just... And then the Kraken audibly lets out this huge, just like... screech that sounds like a dead thing trying to yell. As bile comes from its mouth and just seeps into the water.
It can't be good for the ecosystem.
Absolutely not. I would like to use my sorcerer points to cast it again, but as a minor.
As a bonus action. There you go.
Oh yeah, bonus. I need
Yeah.
to update my naming things.
No, you're fine. It is a... I know you're used to 3. I know you're used to 4th edition.
Yeah.
4E to 5E is a definitely a...
Yeah.
Yeah, that is definitely a...
Not the quickened spell.
Quicken spell in my games is fun.
Okay, can I do it again?
Yeah, you can. You can cast Fireball again. Just remember to use the... Just remember to take off the sorcery points and the spell slot.
Sure.
Okay.
It is 835.
Okay, so with that one, that is a 19 on the die plus 4, so that is a 23 for the save, so I'm assuming that saves. Yeah, it'll be your spellcasting modifier. Let me actually... I have your character sheet pulled up. Your save DC is 17, so it saves.
Nice.
That's a good save DC, honestly. Things need to get a 17 to pass for your spells. Oof. So it's going to... You said 35. We round down in this for both you guys and it, so that is going to be 17 damage. And it's burst into flames, and you notice that the flames that are lingering on it start to turn like... almost like a toxic green as soon as they hit it.
Gross.
And is that your turn, Odyssey, or do you want to try to move?
Yeah, I should possibly try to get a little bit away from all of those tentacles.
Yeah, the eye stalks are all like glaring at you, but then the 2 tentacles, which were also in range. So funny thing. I was rolling saving throws. You killed those 2 tentacles, those other 2 tentacles as well, because they were in the range of your fireballs. And
So
Waffle, you would take half damage from both of those fireballs. So
oh no!
I did the math. You take 26 fire damage.
It's fine. It's fine. Everything's fine.
You're a barbarian. It's fine.
Got a party.
All right. Is that your turn, Odessi?
Yeah.
Rita, you've just been slammed into a wall by this Istox beam. There's another tentacle, 2 more tentacles creeping their way towards your allies, and the Istox look like they are planning some kind of huge attack.
As Rita gets up onto her knees and then onto her feet, wiping some blood from her lower lip, and is looking around. Out of character strategy question, team. Do you want damage or do you want protection?
I would always go with damage, but
Yeah, let's fuck it up.
Tanky, so.
And on that note, since we don't have the map, could you, Cole, once again remind me of, relative to Rita,
Okay.
the positioning of the rest of our team?
So Sinclair is about 10 feet. Sinclair and Wiley are about 10 feet to the right of you in the cover of 2 houses. Odyssey is about 15 feet away from you, in front of you. And Waffle is about 30 feet away from you, in front of you. And the eye stalks are about 35 feet away from you, just next to Waffle.
Are there... Okay, this is a very specific question, but I have to ask it. I'm sorry. Are there any stalks between me and Waffle?
Yes, there are 3 of the 7.
Okay.
Hey, look.
Well, then I can't protect everyone from this big eye attack. I can't get to Waffle. Unless you tell me, Cole, is there a way I could? But right now, what Rita does from where she is still climbing up, she pulls out from one of her bags some powder from a crushed, clear gemstone. And to those who are near me, everyone, stay behind us! Wall of force.
Ooh.
Creating a dome around with a section at the end that is open, that is only about yay big open, that we can step through to shoot out of it. But I am creating a domed, or at least arcing wall of force over me and all those who are near me, and you, from what you said, I can get everyone but
Waffle. Yeah. So
There is a door you can get in. There's a door you can run through. I'll
Can
spray
run
paint
fast.
so you can see.
I can run fast.
Gotta go
I
fast.
probably won't, but I can.
All right.
So there's my 5th level spell for this round.
Okay. Anything else for you this round, Rita?
Oh no.
Okay. Sinclair.
Hi. Cool. Where is the little slot where I can...
As Rita's doing this, she basically just scrapes a line in the dirt to her right, where you can see that is. This is where there isn't a wall. You can shoot through here.
Great. I'm gonna go to the little slot. What can I see with my little tiefling eyes to the slot?
It's clear.
It's clear. Yeah, you can see perfectly clear.
I
You
know,
can
but, like,
you
still.
you can see the two. You can see the 2 remaining tentacles, and you can see the blighted kraken's head with all the eye stalks.
Now that is just disgusting. How far away is the eye stalk from yours truly?
About the same distance it was. Like if you run up to where you can see them, that's about 10 feet away from you is what you moved. So about 35 feet is where the eye stalks are. The kraken head with the eye stalks.
Okay, and is our dearest Waffle currently engaged in combat with anything?
No, I wouldn't say engaged in combat, but she's 5 feet from the kraken's head with all the eye stalks.
Would that give me advantage on that attack?
Yeah, you get sneak attack.
Let's go.
I just hang out here.
Yeah, it's fine. That is a 17 on the die plus 8 to hit. So
That hits. Over 20 hits.
cool beans. So I will roll psychic damage first. Yoink. It's a cool 5 psychic damage. And then for sneak attack. Wow, I just rolled shit. That was 15. So, sorry, no, 14. Wow, I can totally read numbers, y'all.
Math.
It's more than I can do.
Yeah, so 19 damage with that, and then with my bonus action, I can do another offhand psychic blade thing. Yeah. Oh shit! No, I was rolling with that. I'm supposed to be rolling a d6 for the initial attack.
Were you rolling a d4?
Yeah. So can I just roll a d6 for this one?
Yes.
Yeah, okay. I promise I can read. Just not on Thursdays. That was 1 psychic damage on that d6. I'm being so helpful right now.
That is so great.
I just want everyone to know that I turned down Jockey and switched to my I'm Panicking During Combat playlist. And right now it's just Closer by 9 Inch Nails.
I saw that pop up. I was like, that is some wild combat music.
Yeah.
Did you also see Hey Sexy Lady by Shaggy?
Talking to the Kraken like that?
Hey, again, tentacles. I don't need to make the joke. It's there.
It's there already.
It's already there. It's just unspoken. Yeah. That's us in combat.
See, there's a reason I prefer doing my rated R campaigns, because we can make jokes like that.
Yeah.
I think the funniest thing is if I had any of you in a PG-13 game, especially Ethan and Michelle, watching them try to not be rated R. I don't think Ethan could do it, frankly.
Dude, I literally had to host a costume contest this weekend at a convention, and I asked about cursing, and they said, no, please. And it was about 90 seconds before I fucked that up.
Pretty good in like a workplace environment at not cursing, I would like to say.
I'm
Anything else is
I
a big no.
I did that if it makes you feel better, Ethan, I did the same thing when I judged the cosplay contest. You know what made it worse? I was cosplaying Superman. So a bunch of and it was a kids cosplay contest, and all these kids heard Superman go, well, fuck. It's like...
I mean, then
Damn
I
it.
managed to save the backdrop from falling off of the stage, so I feel like I made up for it, but...
Yeah.
Worth it.
Had that moment of like, oh, these muscles are good for something.
Anyone who's near Sinclair can just see just like this face of just like, this is going great. Just, alright. I'm doing awesome.
Okay, is that your turn?
She's gonna move away from the little porthole. We're actually behind the wall of force now.
Alright, with that, it's the tentacles' turn, and they both come up and they just lunge at Waffle.
Of course.
18 plus 7 to hit.
No, definitely not.
Listen, I'm gonna change out my dice after this encounter. Oh. Well, let's roll a d6 instead of a d8 there. I'll have you know, I have not rolled a 6 on these d6s once this session, and I just rolled all 6s.
Oh.
Wow.
Why don't you love me, Cole?
I do love
I
you.
hate you.
I do love you, Bex. My dice just don't.
Hey Alexa, play taps.
So that's 18 plus 4. That's a 22 poison damage for the first one. And
First one. Okay.
second attack.
After me.
That is a 9 to hit, so I know that doesn't hit.
No.
So the first one whacks you like really good, like just across the neck, just in front of the neck. And then the other one just whiffs as you reel back from the first one. It slams on the ground in front of you. And now both tentacles are like right in front of your face. And the Kraken tentacle eye stalks are also like, they're glowing now, looking like they're about to blast something off. And you are the only target they can get to now.
Oh, God.
All right,
For
and
me.
Waffle, it's your turn.
Run!
I really want to hit them, though. They're right here. Yeah, I'm gonna hit him, or I'll just take the attack of opportunity. So I'm gonna smack the ones that are right in front of me, especially if they're like crossing my path. I'll be like, that fucking hurt! And I'm just gonna bring the axe down on them.
Okay. Roll to hit.
See? It's a 13.
Yes. For the tentacles or the eye stalks?
The tentacles, I
Tentacles
guess. that are in
hits,
front of me.
yeah.
Okay. Are the eye stalks like on either side and then the tentacles are like in front of me?
Uh-huh.
Okay. Yeah, let's go for the ones that are in front of me then. Alright.
Okay.
So damage. Yeah. It's okay. That's a 13 damage. Then for the second hit is a dirty 20
Mm-hmm.
with 17 damage.
You kill that one.
Excellent. And I'm going to nip at the other one.
You gonna do your little bite?
Actually, I'm going to nip at the eye stalk.
Okay.
Yeah. We're going to
So you're-
bite the eye stalk.
Oh,
Okay.
lovely.
Roll to hit.
I feel like that's gonna be poisonous. So we're gonna find out.
I am resistant to poison.
Wow.
Not immune.
Forest Var.
Resistant.
She's playing as my Forest Varger homebrew race, which are resistant to poison damage. Frost Varger.
In the fucking dark.
21 to hit.
Dogs can see very well. 21. That hits.
Uh-huh. And I'm going to stack on this the Infectious Fury.
Mm-hmm.
So you must make a Wisdom saving throw.
17.
17. I think that passes. Unfortunately. Yeah, that just passes. Unfortunate.
Hold up.
I tried.
What passes?
So it's...
It rolled a 17 on its Wisdom save.
What were you trying to do?
It's an Infectious Fury, so I could make it have additional psychic damage.
Silvery
or it
barbs.
can attack
Yes.
another thing.
Okay, so rebarbs. That is a 9 now.
Nice.
Oh, this is going to be a fun campaign.
Okay, so that creature
We're just going to have to... We need a chat emote. We need an emote for the channel that's just silvery barbs with Rita going, just raising her hands.
I will customize one.
What is the
Dude.
thematic component for silvery barbs? I need. Oh wait, no. Verbal component for silvery barbs. Does it have
Shit!
I just choked. on
Somatic
it.
moment is just... The somatic component is just flipping him off. Fuck you!
So 11 damage, and it must use its reaction to make a melee attack against either the tentacle or its nearest eye stalk.
The Kraken mouth is going to bite the tentacle, and that's a nat 20. That tentacle's fucking dead.
Yes.
Even without...
Let's go.
No.
Describe it.
So it goes and looks like it's going to bite Waffle to the rest of you, and then it moves and just chomps its tentacle and just rips its own tentacle off.
Cookie maw.
And blood just spews everywhere as it lets out its own gurgly like noises as it does it. And the black blood seeps into the water, and you see the muck that's from all the other tentacles dying just spreading.
Ooh.
If I may, just one moment of flavor with... Ooh, let me make sure actually that I can cast silvery barbs from where I am.
No,
60
that was
feet.
so cool.
Okay.
Yeah.
60 feet. All right, cool. Just want to make sure. But I think Rita has at this point, after conjuring the Wall of Force, actually slumped back against it, not even looking at the fight that's happening, catching her breath. And as Waffles tries to make this happen and the Kraken is about to resist, her eye faintly pulses and she just mutters to herself, No, that's not how that's supposed to happen.
David Tennant?
Divination.
It just rips its own tentacle off, and then it just shakes its head and looks. The eye stalks look confused, and they all, instead of looking at Arasi, now turn to Waffle.
So because it used up its reaction,
It's not doing anything. Yeah, you can run now.
but I would like to run away now.
Yeah, you run into the Wall of Force. Remind me, Ethan, how much HP does Wall of Force have?
It has unlimited outside of disintegrate.
Well, that's good.
It is immune to all damage outside of disintegrate.
It's amazing.
Yep.
And I've got 50
It
feet
would
of movement,
be
so I should be
terrible if
plenty.
one of these.
Yeah,
eyes had
I was worried about that.
disintegrate, Right?
Beholder eye rays have disintegrate, so I wouldn't be surprised.
That would be a shame if one of these eyes could disintegrate.
So,
Yeah.
I have what they're all going to cast already listed out. 3 of them are going to cast Disintegrate.
If 3 are casting disintegrate, we were fucked anyway.
But here's the thing. Does Disintegrate auto-destroy the Wall of Force, remind me?
Yes.
Okay. Well, here's the thing. I have them in order of what they were going to fire. You guys got lucky on one thing. So, the first Ice Stalk, now that it's their turn, after Waffle's turn, blasts a fireball at your Wall of Force, and nothing happens to you guys. The second one, a ice storm comes from the sky. Nothing happens to you guys. The third one, a huge ray of lightning that those of you with magical intent can tell was going to be chain lightning, smacks off of the Wall of Force.
Chain lightning.
And then for the last 2, because one of the eye stalks, because of the damage it took, 2 of the eye stalks could not let off their beams.
Would it be possible to do counterspell before you roll it?
You could counterspell before I rolled. So you could try to counterspell the Disintegrate. The first Disintegrate. Okay. You will need to beat a 15, because it is...
what is your spell bonus?
It's a +9.
So
Spell attack.
So you need to roll a 6 on the die, or 7 on the die.
For counterspell, is it?
Yeah.
It's plus the DC is using their spellcasting abilities.
Yeah.
So what's your ability modifier, not your to hit?
Oh, it's a 5.
A 5. I'm going to give you from my portent die pool my 11.
So you have a plus 11. So you need to roll a.
No, that's the roll.
That's the roll.
So 11 plus the 5, 16.
16. Okay, so you pass. So the Disintegrate doesn't go off. The first one.
Oh no.
So the first one doesn't go off. Honestly, looks like they're going to fail their counterspell, but then you see the little beam from counterspell go off. And I'd like to add a little flavor. You see Ritta's... It's the eye, right, where you see the little glow. Ritta's eye glows for a quick second. And then the counterspell goes off. And then the final eye beam, cast Disintegrate, destroys the Wall of Force. But you guys saved off all of that damage, and that is its entire turn. And now it is Arasi's turn.
Y'all are kind of freaky, you know that?
Yeah. So for kind of a bit flavor, as Arasil was doing that, he was stumbling and almost fell on his face on the ground because that was too much and too intense. And it's interesting that you were talking about chain lightning because that was in my listing. But before, as we don't have a map, I would love to know if there is someone else who is friendly who is on the water.
Well, Farafel is still in his boat.
Oh. Okay.
Well, chain lightning
But
is...
he's not touching the water.
No, he's not touching the water.
Yeah, that's okay. So that's what I am going to do.
But for reference, I'm glad you thought about that because I was totally going to have the chain lightning go through the currents of the water.
Yeah. Yeah, I was thinking about the same thing about lightning and water. Would not be a nice combination, but that's what I'm doing.
Okay.
And I'm casting it on it's my 6th level.
That is for the dex save.
Yeah.
That
dex
is
save.
a 16.
Okay, I'm rolling it.
Well, yeah, I know your let me see. Oh, it fails. That's your save DC 17. The thing fails.
I rolled a 48. It's still.
So as the lightning, is there a specific way you cast the lightning? Just for curiosity.
I am aiming mostly on the center, always on the center, the eye. I'm trying to reach the mouth because
Okay.
it looks very interesting mouth things for me.
So you guys watch as Odyssey casts chain lightning and it blasts right at the mouth, and the mouth it blasts into the other eye stalks as all of the eye stalks explode. And the gunk from the eyes rains down over you guys, and the Kraken's body just swells and bursts, leaking just rot and Kraken bile all over the port and the docks. And congratulations, you guys killed a blighted Kraken in the first session.
Dear Lord.
Let's go.
Frankly, y'all did better than I expected. I'm going to give some. There's going to be some de-inspiration over here to Rita for the Wall of Force clutch play.
Fucking love this spell.
Ethan, I need you to check the Plague of Beasts chat.
Oh dear. Oh dear.
The Kraken was exploding.
Jesus Christ. I'm over here listening to Hylung, and you're listening to something on an album called Slut Pop. Two very different vibes on these computers right now.
These are the vibes of you two as people, though. Of good, real. So as the Kraken's body seeps in the water, you guys notice from the pieces of bile some what look like eels start swimming out of it into the water.
Grotesque.
And a few of them are on the land flopping around, and then they die because they can't get to a body
Stab
or
it.
water.
Just stab it.
Actually, you see one of them, it's got like an open, like, worm-like mouth, lunges for you, Sinclair.
Oh.
I'm not gonna make it roll hit, you stab it, and bile leaks out of it. And congratulations, guys, you won? You guys have managed to make it to the port.
Question mark.
You guys have made it to the port.
At what cost?
Yeah.
Well, now that you guys have made it to the port and defeated your first enemy, we're going to take our break for the session, and then when we get back, we will be back into getting into the city and some roleplay. But for now, we will see all of you watching at home after the break.
down. I need my ears.
Welcome back, everybody. I already hit record. Welcome back to Realms of Alovar and the Plague of Beasts. Last we left off, our party just killed a blighted kraken, and there are dead, like, eel-like creatures whose bodies, even though they're dead, are wriggling on the ground all around you guys. And there's like 3 or 4 houses that look like people have been living in them nearby, and some of these eel-like creatures have died on their doorsteps. And
reminds me of the horror movie I once saw called Slither. Continue.
oh, I've seen Slither.
It's Slither.
Oh, I didn't put the connection together, but now I have.
I don't like it.
You're gonna find a giant bloated woman.
Oh no!
So, these creatures, they die without hosts or a body of water to get to. So they died. And the muck, you see this, like, the corrupted blood of this kraken that's seeping out starts to move. The liquid bile moves south, away from you guys. And Wiley pops his head out and he goes, "Wifey, are you okay?"
Are you good?
Am I good? No. Healthy? Yes. Good? Far from it.
Take it. Small steps.
This is why I let you do all the fighting.
I know, you're the brains.
And the booms. But he just visibly just sits there and he's just like... And then he looks at Sinclair. "Sorry I tripped over you."
No harm, no foul.
"Well, thank you." And he hands you like a little vial of something. He goes, "If you put that on a weapon, it might make it hurt things more."
Well, if I have any physical weapons, I'll be sure to. Yeah. Thanks.
He's like, "I don't know fully what it does to a body. I've only tested it on rats, and they did not end well."
That seems very ethical.
What's ethical? Just looks around. Is that a word that I should know? I grew up in a forest. Sorry.
Yeah, ethical is kind of a new word for me too.
Well, this is going to be a great...
Well, and he is gonna grab Waffle and he's gonna go, "I'm gonna make my way to that. I'm gonna meet you at that tavern, but I'm gonna go look for my person who's gonna help me with fixing you. Okay?"
I feel like
Thank you.
what does the word ethical mean? It's just a great indicator of how this party is going to be.
Wiley just
You're getting worse.
gives you a little like doggy kiss on the cheek, and then he goes, "I'll see you later, sis." And then he skedaddles away very quickly.
Did he just lick her?
I think he did. Yeah.
Meet each other. Say hello, goodbye. You know, it's for both.
Yeah, that's very ethical.
Weren't we going somewhere that had beer?
Yes.
Can we
Do I have like a map?
leave cleanup up
Or
to
just
the
a
town, and maybe we go do the whole drinking thing?
Hey, if we're choosing not to be ethical, then we can just leave. Pretend we didn't see nothing.
Because Rick is looking like looks like one of her ribs might be fractured the way she's holding it, and it's just
Wow. Yeah.
Oh, we need a tree. Are there any trees around here?
No. It is all stone, like cobblestone. There's wooden parts of the houses, but no like trees.
Oh no.
Not in this general area, but outside of the capital, like way outside, maybe.
Or maybe
Okay.
we get you some food and some water and maybe some beer that you'll be right as rain in a couple hours. What's a broken rib?
Yeah. Not very good.
Do we know
Uh,
which way this tavern is, or is it just...
You guys have it. He did mark a map on it, like for that note that he gave you. There is a you see, there's an entrance into the city, a more less used entrance, very close by. These houses that now that you guys are looking at these houses that are near you, the lights are still off and nobody made any noise after everything happened. But you guys could just head straight up to where the entrance to the city is. Huge city. The city is a massive city. So, but the tavern you need to go to is relatively close to your entry point.
Well, for the sake of expediency. Just gonna head on out.
Head that way.
If anyone has any objections.
Nope.
Moving right along.
Okay. So,
Okay.
so as you guys pass through like this small residential area, you see there's a few people kind of like giving you guys looks, but then they just go back into their homes. These people have like spots on their face, and there's some spots on their arms where these little barbs coming out of their skin. And as you guys keep walking, you guys make it to the entrance, and there's two guards standing there. But you were told this place was a guard. The guards just go, hold. One of the guards looks at you, puts his hand up, and he says, hold on a bit. Need to check, make sure you're not infected.
How come?
Is that what those barbs were?
Yeah, dude. Came with the beasts. Some kind of disease. And they just go, all we need to see are your wrists and your neck. So you show your wrist and neck. They show no sign of infection, so they look over and they're just like, right, in you go. They just open the door, let you guys in. Yes.
Wait, what does it do?
One of the guards looks at the other and he just goes, they're right to know. And the other guard pulls out what looks like a body bag, unzips it, and there is what looks like used to be a person, but there's those little barbs everywhere on their body, even coming out of their eye sockets.
Delicious.
Some kind of disease. Maesters are calling it Blight Fang. Started when the beasts came and trying to keep the infected out of the city. He meant motions for those houses. You didn't touch any of those people while you were down there, did you?
Can't say I did, no.
Good.
Yes.
Very.
Do I sense some kind of magic coming from that body?
Give me an Arcana check.
Sure. It was a 24.
Yeah, this is a curse that spreads like a disease.
Okay, guys, this is not some kind of normal disease. It looks like there's some kind of magic aspect to it.
They zip the body bag back up and they're like, well, not zip, they like fold it back up. And then they're just like, right, you lot probably ought to get into the city safer in there.
Somebody said, is there any way to reverse it?
Not that we know of. He gestures and there's like probably another 40, 50 of those bags. It's like, that's just from today.
Oh, that's terrible.
Don't touch anything.
Do you have any
Yeah.
other quarantine measures that are recommended in this unprecedented time?
You see it with black spots on the skin and that don't look like they're meant to be there. Don't talk to them. Don't touch them. Report them immediately. We have a quarantine zone outside the city. Multiple. You lot just happen to come through the back. People don't usually dock out here.
We got a little lost.
Be a deception check.
That's what I'm good at, bitch. Or at least one of the things I'm good at. That was a 13 on the die plus 13 for deception. So that is a 26.
So that's a 2 on the die for a total of a 3 on that insight. So he believes you. And he's like, right, well.
I just got so terribly lost. It was so dark.
Whatever, get in the city. They open the door for you.
She's just gonna cross there and be like, well, fuck you too.
So, as you guys walk in, the city is brightly lit. There is what looks like a dome over the city that is simulating a much prettier night sky than what is out there. And there's currently like an artificial... There's an orb hanging at the top of the tower. And it's giving off artificial moonlight right now. So from the outside, when you guys looked in, you didn't see this little bubble simulating a prettier night sky. But once you're inside, very clearly not the same night sky that you guys were seeing outside the city. Everything is, like the streets, everything seems to have a similar motif. You guys are in, you notice a much nicer quarter of the city than you thought you would be walking into. Everything seems to be a little bit more decadent than you would expect. This is like fancy. People walking around are wearing very nice clothing. And there are a lot of tieflings, half-elves, and elves walking around. And a lot of people, like, there are a couple people who are giving your group, like, kind of like double-taking at the sight of both Britta and Arasi, because humans are so uncommon in this area. Who would have thought the tiefling would be the be the basic person? Who would be the most common? The
basic bitch.
The humans are a rarity in this area, and people are also looking at the Vargr, and they're just like, "Huh, cool." And this because like they're not super uncommon, but not this predominantly tieflings and elves live in this city.
Nice.
The occasional halflings, dwarves, gnomes. So, you look at your map in about around the corner or so, and you can hear music coming from it, is the Griffin's Rest Tavern and Inn, where you were told to meet Giuseppe.
Well, from one encounter to the next.
Unless you guys would like to try to go somewhere else to rest or look around at shops at night. But based on one of you having been slammed into a wall, she probably needs some rest.
I feel like a place to rest with a friendly face is better than a random ass place to rest.
Yeah. Let's
Don't
find
make any changes
Giuseppe.
on my account. It doesn't really make a difference.
Oh,
I mean,
that doesn't make any sense.
I'll do the talking with our fast talking friend Giuseppe if that helps. Will you die if...
No, I'm not going to die today.
Alright.
She says that, by the way, with a surprising amount of confidence, considering what you just endured.
I love the vote of confidence. Let's... Oh god, I'm so tired.
If it makes you feel better, Sinclair, I can tell you when the day comes when I'm going to die. That way you don't have to wonder.
I gotta tell you, that did not actually make me feel any better, but thank you so much.
Just trying to help.
Well, maybe you should try a little less.
The eye twitch.
Oh my god, Twitch. I can't, how did you do that? Oh gosh.
Oh, Hita, you could try leaves. Do you have more
You
leaves?
got any more magic leaves?
Yeah,
Oh,
they were really
that,
good.
That is good thinking, actually. And
Yeah.
goes through a bunch of magic leaves, including. Anyone want any of this, by the way? Skunky.
That's why I was looking
Wow.
for trees, but there are no trees here.
I bring the trees with me.
Magic
I was
Awana.
looking for trees, but there are no trees.
I would prefer to remain in control of my faculties, but thanks.
Did you call it Magic Awana?
Yeah.
I love that.
Magic Awana.
How good can it be? It's from the dollar store.
It's the good Kush. That video perfectly describes the vibes between me and my dad. I'd make a joke like that, and he'd be like, just completely undercut my joke with something 1,000 times better. And it's like, thanks, Dad.
You need to stop laughing long enough to actually, like, drink.
Your vitamin water.
I need the electrolytes, man.
I can't think of the word electrolyte without thinking of that scene from Tropic Thunder where Robert Downey Jr.'s character is trying to speak Mandarin and he says electrolyte really loud, like electrolyte, whenever he's like trying to describe why he's being dumb, and he's like, and the text says, "My brain is constipated. I need electrolytes." And when it says electrolyte, he just yells electrolyte really loud.
So, just as the quick aside, since you mentioned Tropic Thunder, I thought you'd appreciate this, Cole. Before bodybuilding contests, when I had gotten my ridiculous tan on, Lauren and I had a tradition of watching Tropic Thunder because I had a short cropped beard and bald head, and they spray you so dark that it was the only way I could not feel offensive was to look at Robert Downey Jr.'s character in that movie and be like, all right.
It's like, okay, I feel better now.
I'm not there right now, so...
Oh, that movie.
Not yet.
I'm stressed. I'm getting secondhand stress from that anecdote.
So, you guys walk into the Griffin's Rest. It is a 2-story tavern. There is a bard playing on the stage in there. There are many people in this bar. They all kind of just like glance at you and they just go, oh, okay, whatever. And then you see behind the bar there is a half-orc. She's cleaning the glasses, and then next to her you can see this is head poking out over, and his ears are slicked back. A Harengon that looks to be the twin of Farafel.
Oh my god.
And he is just cleaning his little glass, and he jumps up onto the table to hand people their drinks and hops from table to table. And then as you guys walk in, he hops down and goes, "Oh, welcome to the Griffin's Rest. I am Giuseppe. It's a pleasure to meet you. Please come in and take a seat, have a drink."
Obliged.
And he comes up to you. He's like, "So what can Giuseppe do for you lot?"
Well, Michelle's buffering.
Michelle is buffering.
Happens more often these days, I'm so sorry. And what's his name? Farafel?
Yeah.
Well, we came here on the good word of our friend Captain Farafel.
Oh, Giuseppe's little brother. Yes. Farafel is a very good captain, very good at smuggling things. He says this very loudly. And he goes, "Oh, don't worry, no one ever arrests Giuseppe or his friends. Giuseppe makes too much money for the city." He goes, "So," and he just leans his, "What do you need help with? Do you need work? Do you need something smuggled? Do you need to find companionship? What do you need?"
A lot of information.
Well, yeah, information, and then we're
Yeah.
supposed to go. He's supposed to hook us up with the guy who's supposed to get us work in the city for killing beasts. Is that correct?
Yeah.
Well, you can help me out with 2 things. Maybe 3. A place for my friends to rest, for 1. 2, maybe some information on the local vernacular. And 3, we're here for work, specifically in the market for killing these beasties.
Oh yes, Giuseppe has fingers in many pies. He will very much help you to find what you are looking for. As for tonight, and he just like slides room keys to each of you, and he just goes, "We have rooms for all of you, for you and your friends. You may stay for the night for free of charge on Giuseppe." And he offers his hand out for a handshake for you, Sinclair.
Well, in our line of business, nothing's ever really free. What's the catch?
Well, Giuseppe may just need help with a few things himself, and you help kill the beast is helping Giuseppe, but Giuseppe will also pay you handsomely for helping with some other problems that Feuwling and I have been having.
Now I'm gonna use my psychic whispers.
Okay.
And just kind of be like to the group, I'm like, are we all right with this shenaniganery, or I don't want to be making any.
Which all of you, I'm imagining since you have traveled together for like a month, you probably have done this before.
Maybe, I don't know. We'll roll. I'll flip a coin. Heads, she's done it before. Tails, she hasn't.
Okay.
It's tails. She has not done this yet.
So you guys just hear Sinclair's voice in your heads out of nowhere.
Oh no, I'm listening to voices again.
Oh, you sound
The
like...
tentacle.
The tentacle.
The tentacles are here. What's going on?
Giuseppe goes, hey, we only bring tentacles involved for special occasions. And then he just goes, I'm going to let y'all think about it, and I'm going to bring y'all some drinks. Oh, wrong voice. Giuseppe will bring you all some drinks. Yes, very much. Giuseppe, I did Farafell's voice.
Yeah.
Giuseppe will bring you some drinks, so you may talk among yourselves and decide what it is best for you to do. But just know, I pay very well. And he goes, what is your drink of choice, everyone?
What kind of
You
shit
have
do they have
milk?
here?
They have basically any alcohol. They have elven vodka, elven tequila, dwarven vodka, which is made with special ingredients. A special new drink made by a race of people called the Kolsar, basically Goliaths with hair. And it's a new drink called whiskey, mead, wine, ale, beer, and water.
Then.
Did you say milk?
Yes.
I
Do you have milk?
love Arasi.
I do not know. He yells back, Barb! And she's just a little half-orc woman, just looks up. Yes! Do we have any milk? No. Do we have a cow?
A virgin white Russian.
She's just like, yes, we have a cow. He thinks about it for a second, he's like, how fresh would you like this milk?
It's gonna be warm
Yeah.
From the source.
Right.
from the top.
Could you ask your brother to go get fresh milk for our dear human patron here?
You just bring the cow in.
She just looks at the
Bring
other...
the cow.
She just looks across the bar at a half-elf, and this half-elf who clearly... You see a resemblance between the half-elf and the half-orc. He just goes... like, this is not the first time Giuseppe's made him do something a little weird. Just walks in the back. And Giuseppe goes, now for the rest of you, alcohol perhaps? Or maybe water?
Have some meat. Yeah, that sounds good actually.
Mead, two meats, alright. And for you, my Varga friend.
Same.
3 meats, a good choice, good choice. And then he goes, Giuseppe will be back. And remember, every pleasure of yours is at Giuseppe's command. And then he just goes away, comes back, and then he goes behind the bar for a little bit, so you guys get to chat amongst yourselves about if you guys want to do some work for him, or you just want to go straight to the big beast people to deal with stuff and pay for your rooms here tonight.
I like the way he said that. Anything is at Giuseppe's pleasure.
Yeah, I was going to say, now that he walked away, does anyone feel like he's making a few innuendos in there, like, Giuseppe, anything that you need is at your disposal from Giuseppe.
Are you doing
It's
this?
pretty on the nose.
Are we talking in our heads, or are we saying this out loud?
Oh no, Rika totally ditched that. There are enough voices up here that it does not need to be further populated.
He seems like a nice guy.
I'm not saying he's not nice. I'm saying like there's some out there. I'm just
He
saying.
might be a little too friendly.
Yeah, possibly.
I did like when his accent changed, though. There was something about the guy named Giuseppe with a Texan accent that was really doing it for me for a little bit there.
You mess up one time.
What?
I messed up one time.
Don't forget to swirl your spaghetti, son.
Oh, I could totally just go full Sam Elliott with it.
Oh.
When you drive a Dodge Ram. So, anyway.
You know, far be it from me to turn away a good contact in the new city. But I don't want to just drag y'all into this with me, if you'd prefer to go straight to the source of the action.
The cow?
Nope, not the cow. I'm talking about the job.
Oh, yes. I'm sorry, I was worried about...
It's alright, the television after combat
Yes.
will go away. The cow.
That was great.
The cow!
The cow.
Straight from the source!
Speaking of which, Giuseppe does come back and he gives you 3-year meat and he gives you very, very fresh milk. And he goes, "Your drinks, my friends."
Oh, thank you, thank you.
It's
Not too much trouble to you. Memories from home.
Rita is just going to look at RSA, ideally before they take a sip, and just frantically do a little head shake, just like...
It was already like right here. Oh, yeah, say grace. Yes.
Then, since RSA already took a sip, we'll then, with a sigh, delve into her bag and pull out a few herbs and slide them across. You'll need those later.
For the
Oh,
tummy troubles.
you really, really like leaves. I will find some new trees for you and collect some leaves for you.
I'm
I'll
called
find
the
the prettiest
witch where I'm from, so that's where a lot of my magic comes from. As for your question, Sinclair, I would rather get to it.
Alright, well, I can just tuck his contact information out back pocket the later and pay for tonight's board of fare. I'll just put it on your tab.
Giuseppe comes back again and goes like, "So, didn't mean to overhear." And that's a lie. It absolutely did. So it'll be a gold per room tonight, and then tomorrow I will get you in contact with the Baron. Not necessarily the Grand Duke. The Grand Duke is a bit predisposed, but I'll get you in contact with one of the Barons, or maybe even one of the Dukes, and they can help you out.
Indisposed how?
Giuseppe does not think it is wise to share secrets until we built up a bit more of a friendship, Sinclair. You haven't given him your name yet, so...
Just assumed he knew through the network. Like,
But he just goes...
I'm not surprised by this.
He just goes...
Can I roll insight? Does he want more money
For
for information?
Go ahead and roll.
Do you want money from me, Giuseppe? My insight is not great. Oh, but my roll was a 16. So that's an 18.
Wits.
He
I'm not
definitely...
smart.
He definitely wants something from you, but it doesn't seem like it's money. And you hear his voice in your head. Information for information, darling.
Tell me what you want to know.
And let's just say I'm very interested in Briarblood. And want to know all there is to know about her.
Briar?
That requires a couple of drinks. This is in our heads. See, I don't.
Yeah, this is in their heads, yeah. And he's like,
Oh.
well, perhaps when your friends have gone to bed, you and I can share a drink and talk about old times. But
Old times would imply that we have met before, Giuseppe.
no, your old times with others.
Less fun.
We can make
Cool
some old...
beans.
He just kind of like leans back and winks. He goes, we can make some old times if you like, Sinclair.
Wrong side of the fence, honey.
Oh, I apologize. if you're interested, I do know a few other lady bunnies who are very...
I am awful up for the night on excitement, but thank you so much, Giuseppe.
Getting it across very quickly that characters are gay by having them reject men. And then those men react how men should react when they hit on a gay woman and they say no. Just, oh, I'm so sorry.
Oh, sorry.
So he just goes, well, we will talk more later. And then he goes, now for those who, I assume you will be paying for their stay tonight, Sinclair. Takes the 4 gold. And he just goes, oh, and, if anyone, you must be Waffle.
I be?
Well, let's just say a friend of mine, your brother is staying with them, and she is in the upper district for you to go and visit tomorrow. After you meet with whoever I put you in contact with.
Dick, could you give me a little more information?
And he just writes something down on a little piece of paper and slides it over to you. Which I will give to you in a bit. he just
I
goes,
love secret notes.
goes, now, if anyone needs anything else, like some food or a drink, Giuseppe is here to help. Your wish is my command. If you need drink, you need food, you need anything, just ask Giuseppe.
Leave us alone.
I can do that too.
Thank you, Giuseppe. Very kind of you. Thanks, love.
He just goes off, not phased at all, and just goes back to the bar.
Tires.
The poor man.
I feel
Oh,
like
was
whatever
so
will
nice.
he do without several women to force himself upon?
I got nothing with that one.
Yeah.
That conversation went.
Listen, I made a Flirty Bard NPC. I was going to play the Flirty Bard NPC.
To be clear, Ethan loved it.
Yeah, I know. I know. So, you guys are sitting at your bar, at your little table. You have your drinks in hand. You guys want to, any of you chat with each other a little bit or go straight to bed? Your choice.
I don't seem super happy to make new friends.
I'm trying to figure out if there's anything I want to know about these motherfuckers. Like honestly, y'all are shifty as fuck. Except Waffle. You're fine.
Done.
Waffle.
I'm just like, people's eyes were glowing and doing weird shit and like talking in different voices and eating strange plants. So I guess mainly I'm just concerned about Rita.
So that's not normal.
Ask
I thought
away.
everyone did weird stuff.
I'm just trying to see if she would actually ask or if she's just gonna just wait and see what happens. Arasia's best boy could do no wrong. Be baby boy.
So it's really just one member of the party that you're a little sketchy about. Everyone else, you're like, oh, it's fine.
Yeah, I'm just I mean, clearly, if Rita wanted to do us any harm, they would have done so
Who
early.
would have, yeah. Arasi likes self-preservation. A person just handed him a leaf, and he just took it and ate it. Doesn't even ask what it
Absolute
was.
trust.
If
Yeah.
it is okay with you, Sinclair, given Rita's divination and prognostication capabilities, I think Rita sees you glance her way. You have questions? Is it about the eye?
That is a bit spooky, if I do say so.
It wasn't always the color it is now, and she opens her eyes extra wide, giving her crazy appearance even more validity there. Now, it originally just looked like the other one, but when I added these, and she gestures to the tattoos all around to help keep the far eye in line, it had unexpected side effects.
Indeed. Alright, what do you see with your far eye?
She looks around the tavern, and you watch as Rita covers that eye several times. Well, I'm not sure when, but there's going to be a bar fight in here where at least 5 people die. One right over there. One right there. There's, well, part of one over there and over there. I've seen when I die. That's why I'm here.
You did mention that several times.
It's a bit difficult to forget once you've seen that.
No, it just kind of seemed like a sensitive topic to bring up the eyeball, but I guess now if you're
Oh
talking
no,
about
I mean, it's jarring as hell to look at.
I didn't say that, I just said it was spooky.
No, I said that. It's scary as shit.
Your words, not mine. Well, the bar fight. What's that happening today by chance?
Time is a little difficult with the far eye. I don't think so. Things seem... I don't think anyone's planning on killing anyone, do you think?
I'm gonna take a look around. Is anyone looking shifty?
I mean, there are 2 dudes arm wrestling. There is a Colsar and a Minotaur in the middle of an arm wrestling competition at the other end of the bar. And they've been locked here for like 4 minutes and both of them straining. No one's moved. It's just like, but that's the only confrontation. Apart from you see a woman storm away. Yes?
I can wait for you to finish.
You see a woman storm away from what looks like was her boyfriend and storm out. But that's about it. But yeah, what'd you have?
Can I really quick use divination from the... it's technically given to me from the deck of cards, but can I use divination to ask who's going to win the arm wrestling fight?
Yeah, so you use that. And what have you... Oh, you grabbing something to roll, or...
I would... No.
It's not a roll. That's what I was clarifying. It's not a roll. But you see that in about 30 minutes, one of them will finally get tired, and the Colsar is going to win and shatter the table. Because the Minotaur's whole body's going to go through it.
Well, actually, there might be a fight tonight. I'm not sure if that's the one I'm seeing, but that Minotaur is going to make a very big mess by the time they're done.
Do we want to be here when that happens, or do we care? I know you're not looking great.
Not my circus, not my Minotaur.
I'm just talking about your current state, just in general, as like a auxiliary damage if shit happens.
Oh yeah, no, this is terrible. A few more mugs of mead and a good night's sleep should be exactly what the doctor ordered.
What's that meme? It's the Office. It's like when a D&D player has 1 HP from getting breath weaponed by a dragon. It doesn't matter because I am going to take a nap.
I mean, if that's what the doctor prescribes, I want to know who your PCP is.
She's over there just like, the doctor said all the bleeding was internal. That's where the blood's supposed to be. So, you guys have option C. They just continue chit-chatting, get some more drinks, and then go to bed, and then the next morning go buy potions and whatnot. Shopping, yay. Well, only one of you has a lot of money.
Well, I thought that you said that everyone has like 100, so I don't need to like sugar mommy that hard. Spend for themselves.
Meanwhile, I saw Bex's face over there and he said sugar mommy. Bex went, What? So
what if?
So
I'm baby.
as you guys continue having your drinks and everything, you do see finally the Colsar slam the Minotaur through the table and just did a yeah, and the Minotaur just drunkenly goes,
Woo.
"Good shit." Passes out on the floor. They just leave it be.
That's
Does
it.
everyone just like walk around him?
Yeah. There's a 9-foot Minotaur lying on the ground. Everyone's just kind of walking around him.
Solid.
Cat! Cat!
A big cat.
Is that one of those savannah cats or whatever they are?
He is.
Yeah. These things are huge. Those are like dog-sized cats. So, do we wish to go to our rooms and go to sleep, or continue chit-chatting a little bit?
I've got a date with Giuseppe, so...
Yeah, so everyone else goes to sleep. Does everyone else go up to the rooms? I'm assuming, especially Rika, finally goes to, goes to sleep.
Rita definitely.
Or Rita, yeah, Rita
Yeah,
goes to sleep.
definitely.
Rita. So, might take me a couple sessions, but so Rita, you go up to your room. It's just a plain bare bones room. You can lock the door if you wish, or you can just plop down and go to sleep. Same thing for you, Arasi, and for Waffle. You guys have your own rooms. And as you guys go up, unless there's anything else you'd like to do, starts to die down in the bar, gets to be late. A few hours later, and Giuseppe just comes up with a bottle of mead, pours you a glass, and goes, "Here you are, my dear." And he pours himself one. So, let's get to chatting, shall we?
A long story, Giuseppe.
I don't imagine that Lady Briarblood would let their wife go so easily.
Ex-wife.
Oh, that's even more intriguing.
Now, I've got to say, Giuseppe, this is a lot of information, so the goods you're providing better be of equal value.
Of course, I will tell you whatever you need to know, and even some things you don't need to know. Just something.
Perfect.
So, with that, when was the last time you saw your dear ex-wife?
5 years ago, before she sent me the divorce papers.
Oh, made it official and everything. Poor you.
Left me with all of her problems.
And none of the money, I'm guessing.
None of the money.
Well, it seems you've done well for yourself without her.
Do what I can to get by. I'm a professional after all.
So, we're going to need to, the reason you want to be meeting with the Grand Duke tomorrow is because you will be meeting with him after one of the other barons gives you your first assignment. Because the Grand Duke wants to meet with the ex-wife of the most famous regicide in the continent.
Now, why would he want to do that?
Apparently, he has a deal for you. Your wife, she did kill the prince of the Holy Kingdom of Adera, so...
Yeah, and what can he get from me? I haven't spoken to her in 5 years. Nor do I want to.
You think she doesn't know where you are right now?
I don't give a fuck if she knows where I am right now, as long as she stays away.
Well, let's just say she's made an enemy of the Grand Duke as well. And if we can help you find her, you can help bring her to justice.
He wants to use me as bait? That's so terrible.
No. He wants to send you to get her. To track her down. She's in the Republic as we speak.
Why would I want to do that?
Because she may be working with whoever is unleashing these beasts upon the world.
What does the Grand Duke want out of it? What is he gonna give me?
He's the control of the largest military force in the world, so protection from anything, amnesty, complete... Well, let's just say a complete pardon from any crimes you've committed.
Amnesty would mean that I did something wrong.
In your eyes, no. In his, maybe. But regardless, he's also going to pay you, and... Let's say... I know that there's a part of you that would love to track her down and drag her back by her hair to face justice. She left you high and dry after all.
There's a bigger part of me that never wants to see her face.
But better for you to track her down before she tracks you down.
Why? What's she gonna do to me?
I'll let the Grand... Well, I suppose I do owe you information.
Yes, you do.
You're not her first ex-wife. And you're not her last wife. Well, the rest of her ex-wives, well, they're sitting 6 feet under right now.
She just have a habit of killing them. For fun? Or for a reason?
That I do not know. I do not know how her brain works, but you're the only one left, so she saved you for last, it seems.
So much fun. Well, you've given me a lot to think about, Giuseppe. Is there anything else you want to know?
Well, did you know that she was killing princes?
I don't... She doesn't tell me shit.
Well, that might just be what keeps you away from a prison cell. I will put in a good word for you at the Grand Duke tomorrow while you are meeting with one of the other nobles in town. There have been many people disappearing from one of our local farms, and they need to figure out where they're being taken.
You think it's one of these beasts?
I believe that pretty much all of this is because of somebody. But people going missing, beasts roaming the countryside, who knows?
Well, there's just not a plague of beasts out of nowhere for no reason.
Exactly.
His hand pulling the strings.
People have just be careful, because people in town have taken to worshipping some darker gods, thinking they will be their salvation.
Alright. Well,
No.
I'll be sure to keep my nose clean. But you know me, I'm always subtle.
Yes. He he finishes his meeting and goes, "Now, if you'll excuse me, I have a date with a very handsome gentleman. And I wish you luck, and tomorrow I will be here bright and early to take you where you need to go, and your friends.
How hospitable.
Or I can at least point you in the right direction if you wish to go on your own. Giuseppe has things to do as well. So,
I guess it depends.
chat with your friends in the morning. I'll have breakfast free for you all on the table."
Nothing's ever free, Giuseppe. I'm sure just gonna go upstairs.
Oh, we know that. And he just goes, "Right!" And you see him prestidigitation his bow tie, and it spins as he walks to go on his date.
Amazing. As soon as she gets to her bedroom, she's just gonna scream into a pillow.
Yeah, that was, I love Sinclair keeping a straight face, but I knew both Sinclair and Michelle on the inside were like, "What? Why?" Yeah.
As Sinclair screams into their pillow, you just hear a,
"Hey, could you keep it down in there? Seriously, fellas, I'm trying to sleep."
She's not gonna say anything.
All right. Unless anyone has anything else they want to do before bed, you all take your long rest.
Not all the sad lore drops all at once. Episode 1.
Short campaign.
Short campaign. Get
Mini-
it all out.
Mini
Yeah.
campaign.
All the dirty laundry.
Just, hey, your ex-wife is a regicide? What?
Someone
who
Only
hasn't been there?
who hasn't been there.
whose ex-wife hasn't killed the son of the most brutal dictator on their continent?
I just love the implication that just said, like, he was like, "You didn't get any of the money?" She was like, "No," and he was like, like, yeah,
All right.
Daddy.
So you guys take your long rest.
Sleepy.
As you all wake up in the morning, does anyone have any morning rituals they wish their character to perform for flavor before they head down for breakfast?
Maybe a skincare routine.
Nice brushing routine.
You've got one of those undercoat brushes, like I use on Cal.
Oh, it's not quite shedding season, but it'll come.
It's coming.
All right.
Rita will use 10 minutes to read the cards and the bones for
Okay.
a little bit. In other words, doing Deck of Oracles and Portent.
Every long rest.
Wow.
There are no rivers by, so I can't have a little conversation with my mother when I wake up. So I'll just be thinking about her and wondering when I could be next to a river again.
Let me look at the map, actually. There's actually a river that flows through Hezareth. There is a river in town.
Oh, that's nice.
There's a river that flows through the city.
Through the city. And I had that information when I got in. Could I see the river when I got in?
Not when you got in, but you could always ask about it or like find it just through
Okay,
exploring.
so that's nice. There is something that I will be exploring once I get out of the room.
Okay. What do the portents say, Rita?
I rolled them in roll 20, but for those who are watching or listening, the portent dice were a 12 and a 15, and the deck of oracle die was a 10.
Okay. So could replace a roll with a 10. Yay. So, as you guys leave your rooms, you said you had something, Arasi, you wanted to do as soon as you left your room?
Yes, looky. I would like to ask if there is some kind of river or running water source around.
Just because, oh yes, if you go a couple blocks, there is a big garden in the middle of the city, and the river runs through the center of the city. You can always find the river.
Oh, thank you, Giuseppe. That's very helpful. You're such a nice guy.
Oh, thank you, my friend. And you seem like a very nice friend as well.
That's really nice of you to say it. I will go straight to there. Thank you.
All right, I will. Do you wish me to tell your friends where you went?
Oh, that would be nice. Yeah, well thought. I completely forgot about it. Thank you.
You're not used to traveling with a group, are you?
I'm not used to being outside so long. But yeah, thank you. You're very nice.
He goes, he puts his hand on his shoulder. That is depressing and a little hilarious. I call it deprarious.
Sad things Arasi says. Sad things Arasi says.
I call it deprarious. And he's like, but I hope you make him... Your friends seem very nice. They will take care of you.
Yeah, they are very ethical.
A word of advice, anytime, just if you want to make friends with Sinclair, just say, oh, that doesn't seem like something your wife would like.
Oh, thank you for the advice. I will have that in mind.
Exactly, you bitch.
He just goes...
Stir in the pot.
He just gives your nose a little boop and goes, no, you go have fun, young man.
Thank you. Have a nice day.
Bye.
Don't commit crimes.
Go do a crime. That's still one of my highest performing cosplay videos is me handing Storm a frickin' Danish claymore and saying, go, do a crime. Yippee! Holding a sword bigger than her above her head. Yippee! So, the rest of you come downstairs and there is breakfast ready for you. Giuseppe relays to all of you that Arasi went to the center of town to find the river. You guys sit down there. It's a pretty nice breakfast spread. There's plenty of bread, meat, veggies, if you want a breakfast salad or something. I don't know. There's
Veggies? No.
There is some orange juice, apple juice, water, a whole bunch of stuff. If you actually get started with your morning, if you want to roleplay eating breakfast, you can. If not, we can just go straight to you guys.
Not unless anyone has anything smart to say.
I will ask Giuseppe where the note that you gave me yesterday. Where am I supposed to meet?
Oh,
this
well, it is. She has her own little warehouse. It's just to the north of the river. You'll know it when you see it. It has holes in the roof. It seems your brother made it.
Nice place.
It seems like your brother made a quite kindred spirit of a friend.
Skylights. Yeah.
No, I know
A lot of them.
And then he goes, now for the rest of you, I have arranged a meeting with Baron Regulus. He is the master, he's the grand protector of the city. He is the general of the Republic's armies. And Lord Regulus will have missions for you and assignments. And if you should complete one for him successfully, he will introduce you to the Grand Duke.
Just sounds positively lovely.
The Grand Duke is an amazingly lovely man.
The
The Baron, he can be a bit harsh and blunt.
Well,
He leads armies. He doesn't need to be, shall we say, refined.
well, maybe I'll let somebody else do the talking then.
He tends to, a bit of advice, he tends to respect combat prowess. Not necessarily with a weapon, with magic as well, but...
Looks at everyone but me.
She throws her little daggers for 5 damage again.
I was so mad. I rolled so many ones.
And you were rolling with a D4 when you should have been rolling with the D6 at first.
Yeah, you know, it's fine. I went downstairs and was just like, Steven.
Steve probably made fun of you too.
He did not. He was too busy gardening.
No.
So
Oh,
that's
Steve.
cottagecore life.
You see, you got to have the cottagecore lesbian life with them, and you found a man and somehow did it still.
Winning at life. A true dream.
So, unless do you guys want to go out and just to be also points out that there are several shops near the river where Arasi is for you guys to pick up potions. If anyone wants to try to buy other things with your money, there are some shops nearby, and that's where you need to go as well, our little coyote friend, to meet up with your brother. Before we get to you guys, we're gonna have pan to Arasi, who is at the river. What do you do at the river, Arasi?
Yeah. I will walk by and get closer to the river and kneel to get myself near and watch the water goes by and be, hey mama, I just made some really awesome new friends here. They are amazing and they take really good care of me. And one of them is quite keen of leaves and green stuff. I need to find a tree and find a very beautiful leaf to bring to him. I really wish you could see this. We've never been outside of the village and the world is so big. I'm just really sad you couldn't be around and see all of these beautiful things that I'm seeing. So I'm going to see the world and tell you all about it every morning whenever I find a river to talk to you. And thank you for taking such good care of me. I'll never, ever, ever let you down. And I will take my water pouch. It's not a bottle. And I will grab some water from the river and refill it. And then I will leave and look for beautiful leaves and shoppings and marketings. Buy some potions.
Okay. So we got some character backstory trauma flowing from both Sinclair and Arasi here. Sinclair and Arasi, both the backstories come into play. That was. I'm gonna give you a. You know what? Say you get a point of inspiration for that roleplay moment. That was great. So you get inspiration, which means with 5th edition you can. I know with 4th edition it might be different. You can you can use a point of inspiration to re-roll any die that you may not have rolled great.
Nice. We didn't have inspiration in 4th edition, so this is new things.
What's up
Yeah.
with River Mom?
We can talk more out of character later.
More later, yeah.
But for now, we'll say that your group was walking up as Arasi, as they were kneeling next to the river as they stand up and turn around. And you see your friends walking up.
Oh, hi guys! We try to put on a better shape and hi guys! Nice to see you here. Let's go shopping, right?
Insight.
I mean,
I am rolling insight, actually.
okay, with Sinclair's vibes, she's like,
I'm trying to vibe check, and I got like a 3 on the die.
just good vibes, just great vibes. Like everything's great.
Rossi is having a great morning.
Yeah.
Awesome money.
And I will say, you find there is a tree in the garden, a large oak tree. And you see the tree.
Oh, yes. That's a beautiful tree. Oak trees are usually so beautiful. And I look up and try to find the most beautiful shaped leaf with some beautiful patterns on it. So I can grab some for my friend Hita. She likes leaves.
So you find a really pretty leaf that is shaped in this like a 5-pointed star, and then there are like some like little like flecks. Like it looks like there's maybe some kind of like blue like dust on it, because there's a lot of magic shops nearby. Maybe some dust got on it. You find this leaf, and I'll let you roleplay giving it to her.
That's really nice. I take the leaf and I will look at it. Oh, that is blue stuff. Blue stuff is beautiful. And I will go towards Hita and be Hita. Here, Hita. Where's Hita?
Oh,
here.
Hi.
Shaking the leaf. I got a leaf for you. Look, it's so beautiful. And I'm shaking it in front of Hita's face.
All the
Look,
dust
Hita.
just-
It's so nice, and the dust is going everywhere.
What is the dust?
I don't know. It's beautiful.
Times 4.
How much damage did I just take from that?
No, I didn't roll damage. I just rolled for effects.
Worth it. Rita puts her hand out, and if Arase puts the leaf into Rita's hand,
Yeah.
she picks it up and she holds it kind of in front of her left milky eye and just gives a and then looks at you, Arase. I didn't see that coming.
You like it, don't you? It's a leaf. You like leaf.
It is. I do like leaves.
I'll find more for you.
Thank you.
Oh, no need to thank me. You already gave me a lot of leaves. They were
Well, that was because
tasty.
you needed them. This is just because you wanted to. Thank you.
Me and Bex over here like,
That
And-
makes sense.
And because Arase said, I'll go find some more for you, assuming Arase walks away, Rita just has this moment where she watches Arase move that way, and we can just hear her say under her breath, oh, that complicates things.
seems shady.
Well, this is where the comment section starts shipping.
Enemies to lovers, enemies to lovers.
I don't know about that, but so
I don't know.
now there are a few shops you guys can go to nearby. There's an apothecary. There's just a magic item shop. There is an armorer, if you guys need it. And you hear Waffle. You see a hole burst into a building already with 6 holes in it. Does that can hear you?
Sure.
Try again.
My brother?
Yeah. Okay. There you go. Your mic was like not picking you up for a second.
Oh, that's weird.
And you'll hear from inside. He goes, "Ah, dang it! Almost got it." And you hear
I trot in, be like, oh god, what's he blowing up now?
and you see him with a female fox varger. She's sitting there, and she has white fur, and she's wearing robes. And she goes, No, darling, you have to be a little bit more delicate with it. Try this. And she grabs his hand and delicately puts it, and it's the same concoction he was using, you can tell, and it just sizzles calmly. And he's like, oh, that's really good. How'd you do that? And she's like, you just need to be delicate. And he's like, oh, that's great. And he goes, ah! And he runs up, hugs you. Waffy!
Touch noses.
He's like, hey, are you okay? I forgot to check on you yesterday.
I'm good. I had a nice sleep. Lots of pillows. Excellent pillowage on the beds. It was good. How about you?
That sounds a lot better than the trees.
Yeah.
Remember when Grandpa made us go...
Good.
Do you remember when Grandpa made us travel through the desert that one time and then we had to sleep on rocks?
Sad
You know I
Riley
don't.
Oh,
You know I don't remember.
you don't, and that's my fault.
Fucking amnesia, bitch. Oh no.
Okay?
I've,
It was an accident.
but it's still my fault.
Yeah, but things happen. Okay? You're working to make it better.
I was just trying to help Ma and Pa, and they're gone too.
I know. But we'll get revenge, right? That's why I'm here.
The big bear-looking thing that won't know what hit it.
I know. I'm gonna get it. And you're gonna make something amazing.
Right? And he just goes, all right. And then he looks and he goes, oh, this is Veli. She's great. And this is just like, this is super pretty, like, winter foxvarger. And she just goes, well, hello, you must be Waffy? That's what he keeps calling you?
Full. Nice to meet you.
Well, I'm Veladonna. He insists on calling me Veli.
He likes to shorten things.
Yes, he's doing much better. I'm teaching him to calm hands, is what we're working on.
Good. I see it's working, and I'll point to the multiple, like, holes that have been blown into the ceiling.
We're making
Shortens
progress.
lifespan, shortens memories.
We're making progress. And she goes, now, I need you to, and she pulls out a vial, pops it, open up.
What do?
Hopefully, if we've tested it a little, restore some memories. He drank some and he remembered things he couldn't from when he was a baby. So, we'll see.
Can I insight?
Yeah,
Just for safety.
sure.
Vibe check on this woman in general. The foxy lady after my heart. It's not great. It's a 12.
She seems completely earnest in wanting to help and also curious how the experiment's going to turn out.
Okay.
She
Fuck it. Sure. Down the hatch.
grabs your nose, opens your mouth, and just dumps it down.
Oh, I could have just stuck my tongue out, but okay. If you want to manhandle me, that's okay.
Sorry.
No, which of these coyote people is going to end up with the fox? It's not what I intended, but
I've
okay.
seen this anime.
I've seen this anime.
Right? Yeah.
Isn't it called like Wolf and what is it? Wolf and Spider?
Megaverse in real time.
Oh no! You know, I made a wolf race. I should have expected that.
No. So we do a niche PowerPoint night in one of the servers that I'm in, and somebody gave an entire presentation on explaining a Megaverse lore.
Storm told me about that.
You can't unlearn.
Anyway, I am going to roll a percentile die for this.
Or am I poisoned?
You
Running backstories. I need to know.
you
that
get
it's
one
shit.
memory back. One.
Okay.
I'm gonna roll
Again.
again to see how good or bad the memory is. Uh-oh!
Uh-oh.
You remember seeing a large bear-like creature whose mouth split open to reveal multiple tentacles like the ones you saw at the docks. It's got spines sticking out of its back like what you saw on those corpses. And at your parents' bodies below you, they are torn open from the midsection out, with those same spines sticking out of their wounds. And she just goes, Do you remember any? Well, do you remember anything?
Like back away very, very quickly and go like, that's the one memory I didn't want. Why did you do that?
Oh, I'm sorry. I don't pick the memory. I don't know what you would have gotten. He got one from when he was an infant. I'm very sorry. Was it a bad memory?
It was my parents. The thing that killed them. I guess at least I know what it looks like now.
Right. Tweaking with the formula is then. I do apologize, but at least we know it somewhat works.
It was a memory I didn't have before.
I'll work on the formula. Your brother will be helping me. He says you have some things to do. When you come back from whatever it is you need to do, just come back to the house. I have plenty of room if you and your friends would like to stay here as well. I promise all the rooms have ceilings.
I'll let them know. She's still very, very shaken up.
Your brother...
Trying to keep it together.
Your brother gives you a hug and he's like, I'm sorry.
Okay, I'll give him a little scratch on the head, touch noses.
And he just sniffs, and is, right! Time to get to work! And then...
I'll return, I'll let my friends know.
Okay. So you leave, and we'll do shopping off-screen or at the start of next episode, because that's where we're going to cut for tonight on this episode of...
Madness!
Realms of Alovar, Plague of Beasts. Good first episode, yeah. Some stuff got revealed. Cool. I think cool fight to start with some MVP play from our wizard over there.
Full of force.
Yeah.
So next up,
I prepped it.
So on our next episode of Plague of Beasts, the party will go meet with the Baron, and then they'll meet with Baron Regulus, and they'll find out what their mission is, and then maybe more will be revealed about some of our player characters. You guys will find out if you tune into episode 2 of Plague of Beasts. Thanks so much for watching. We'll see you on the next one.